Why didn't you say one? But then you were quiet on one. Confused. It was 5, 4, 3, 2.
You're supposed to say hi now.
Oh, hi! To JourneyQuest Season 3.5 live stream RPG shindig I was tricked into! As you can see, we're running on time, as we always do. We have here, gathered in the studio, a plethora of talent and also these actors. So before we get into what we're going to be doing today, let's turn it over to Maggie, Zoe's crowdfunding manager, for how the store is going to work.
Yes, hello everyone. So, because we're doing this on Kickstarter Live, and the point of this is kind of hype up JourneyQuest 3.5, there's a kind of store today. Basically, I have my computer open. I'm looking at the total that we are at. We are currently at $46,105. That is incredible for.
It's a great first day, guys.
It's incredible.
That is
And here's what we want to do.
friggin' incredible.
So, if you haven't pledged, we would encourage you to please pledge during the game. And if you already have, but you want to affect the game, the way we're going to do this is we have some set levels. So if we raise $100 more, all of us will get a +1 to a roll.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. If we raise $250 more, we get plot armor.
Ooh.
Because all of these characters do have to live.
I do. I would like these characters to survive. So this is canon, and it does take place before the events of JourneyQuest 1. So if somehow they die,
Carrow's going to be casting a lot of resurrection.
resurrection spells today. And we know how well that works when he casts that spell.
Yes.
It's not on my character sheet.
Oh, good!
No. Any kind of divine magic you do is that. These are just examples of what you can do.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right
I'm
on.
going to tell you that ahead of time.
All right.
So then, if we raise $500 more for JourneyQuest 3.5, all of us will have unlocked our special buff that Matt will tell us about in a moment.
Yes.
If we raise $1,000 more for JourneyQuest, we will be doing a Rule of Cool, a la Masters of the Metaverse, where the Rule of Cool will happen, and each of us get to describe the action we want to do, and then you guys will vote in some way. Oh, but we didn't think this all the way through. Or you'll just, in the chat room, we'll decide whose idea is best.
Now, I want to just throw this in because I really don't think there's any way this could possibly happen in a million years.
Yeah.
What do you say if we get to 50%? From that point on.
50% funding.
Yeah.
So
if we hit 50%, 65,000. If we hit 65,000 during the game, for the rest of the game, we all take 5-minute shifts wearing the Chibi-Chan head.
I'm against this idea.
It's a terrible idea, but we can't make it. It's not like these people are going to get up to $65,000 in under
That's true.
3 hours.
I feel comfortable.
Yeah, I feel comfortable too, so I think that it's a
This
safe...
has never backfired.
It's a safe dare. No, I believe this is a safe dare. I almost had to do this yesterday, but we didn't quite make it by the end of the day. So today, if we make 50% by the end of the game, I'm volunteering myself for shifts with the head.
5-minute shifts?
Who's with me?
Absolutely. The rotating Chibi-Chan head.
Yeah.
That's fair. Now, do we include sound guy Mark in that?
He's not on camera, so I'm going to say no.
But still, it'd be pretty amazing from here.
It would be really cool for all the folks at home
to not see him
just to imagine it on his head while he's trying to work.
All right.
And then, so the last one is if we raise $2,500 more, so $2,500 more, you guys will get a hack attack. And you will get to decide what the heck happens next in the story, break the game, all the things. It's Matt Vancil's favorite thing.
He loves them more than almost anything, if I remember correctly.
And just so you know, if you've already backed and you're like, oh man, I've already done my pledge, you can always up your pledge. So even if if you up your pledge by $5, and or if everyone does, we're gonna actually unlock some of these really, really quickly. So don't feel like, oh no, I have to pledge again or I have to choose a new level. You can just add $5.
What happens if after the 25, do we reset and go back to the 100 thing?
I think after that, you have to agree to create an entire goblin language.
Yeah. Yeah. Did not think this
You know what? I would love to be forced to think on my feet if we get another $2,500.
All right, we can do that.
I believe in us.
Yeah.
To do that. And if
I
not,
believe in you.
Yeah.
And if not, let's just have fun.
She's very pretty and smart.
Cheeto.
I feel like goblin-y today.
Well, that's good. I won't take notes for the goblin language. Okay. How many hash marks is over the E for them?
I'm not sure, but it does mean I feel embarrassed to be on camera if that's helpful at all.
Yeah. Body language.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, chat. I'm here with my computer. We're trying to get it up for us, so hopefully we will be able to see your comments and be interacting there in that way, since you can't have the lady talk to us.
That's right. We've got no creepy lady, disembodied lady.
This is all new. It's a new adventure. We're trying this RPG thing on the Kickstarter Live. It's a brand new adventure. We're gonna see what happens.
Let's see what happens. It's a good thing, we're not leading with anything that can't be replaced, like our flagship property. That's right. We'll be fine with that.
Characters.
That's true. That's right.
Yeah.
They are all in sacrifice. Hello, my name is Matt Vancil. I'm the writer and I guess creator of JourneyQuest, and I will be running the adventurers through this adventure set before the events of season 1. Why don't you take a moment to introduce yourselves and say who you're playing?
Okay. Yeah, sure. My name is Christian Doyle. I am an actor, and I play the character Perf on the show JourneyQuest. And today I will be playing the character of Perf.
That's good. Hello, I am Internet's Brian S. Lewis, and I play Brother Carrow on JourneyQuest. And lo and behold, I'm also playing Brother Carrow on this game of ours.
Wow.
All hail the Bandit King.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, hail the bandit.
I almost forgot
Bandit
my
King just
super
walked in.
cool
Oh, my.
badge.
How cool us once again,
There we are.
honorary friend.
Honorary.
It's like you're not good
You're
enough
not,
to be a
you're
real
not really a friend. You're just sort of an honorary friend.
That's mag-locked onto your nipple ring, right?
Yeah. Good.
It's like being an honorary drum major. It's like, oh, you got your Make-A-Wish, and so now you get to lead the parade.
All right. I am Maggie Doyle, and I played a puppet in JourneyQuest, and I was also
And a muse.
an amuse. I was a muse, but today,
Damn.
today I will be playing one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to fill Alyssa's shoes. Don't take any of this the wrong way. If I
They're
mess
very
up,
small shoes.
they're much smaller than mine, but I'm gonna give some attempts to make a gnarl work here.
All right.
So.
And I'm Matt Shimkus, and I'm in JourneyQuest, but you have, no, I was the seer in season 2.
Yeah.
I was the,
Your eyeball.
But I hear
And
you
I
more-
saw,
I hear you more than I see you in JourneyQuest.
yes, I'm also the voice of the Wicked Prince.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not playing either of those roles today. I'm playing Glorian Orcslayer.
Everyone's
How
favorite
nice.
character.
Everyone's
Going to
favorite.
work on my best Kevin Pittman.
Can we hear a
That
little
was
bit of
really good right there.
That was very good.
That was
That
not
was-
bad. Pittman.
And just to kind of make sure people know in chat, it's not like anything. This was just for the game. There's no recasting. There's no nothing happening. Don't want to make
Don't
anyone
worry.
scared.
Yeah.
Like Alyssa's Nara in season 3.
It's just a game, guys.
And it was just who was available, at the
Mhm.
time slot where most people were available. So no freakouts, please.
No freakouts, please. Leave that to me.
They're happy to see you, Matt.
Yay! All right, and so let's talk about those boosted abilities. If we hit, what was the threshold for that?
500.
500, you each gain 1 use of the following ability. Let's start with you. Brother Carrow, your ability, you'll want to jot this down, is called Moment of Light.
Moment of light.
And it's your choice. You can either burn it to stop gameplay and discuss strategy with your team for as long as you like, or you may use it to touch anyone and calm their emotions.
Ooh, fancy.
Might
I like
come in
that.
handy. Mr. Glorian Orcslayer,
Yeah.
Can we-
your ability is called Bravery Favors the Brave.
Together.
Yes, it does.
And you may burn it to take action when you take an attack action when you would not otherwise be allowed to take an attack action, such as out of initiative.
Nice.
That's all.
While
Isn't
unconscious.
that terrible?
I love it.
While oh man, you're already breaking this. This is terrible. Nara, your ability is Glimpse of Destiny.
Glimpse of Destiny.
And that is you may request of the GM, basically, if something is related to your destiny or not. You get a flash of insight that can tell you if you are on the right path. And this is related to the dual destiny you must achieve that
Yes.
was we went over in season 3.
Indeed. Oh, thank God I watched that.
Okay. And Perf, your ability is called Flight or Flight.
Well, did I hear that correctly?
Flight or Flight.
Flight or flight?
You may book it without penalty, even in situations where that wouldn't be allowed. Such as out of initiative, you can always take off running. All right.
Nice. With my very high cardio
Very
score.
high cardio score. That's going to be very helpful. So the system is Tristat DX. Basic, what you need to know about it is roll low. You roll 2d10 in this case. It's not as granular as it is with Masters of the Metaverse because we are only playing the one characters here. If you're wondering about the audio quality, it's because it's very windy in Tacoma today, and so anytime it sounds like a fat guy trying to put on leather pants, it is because of the foam in the windows keeps getting shifted around.
You got to use baby
Also,
powder.
I'm wearing khakis. I resent the implication. The show takes place in Fartherall. Here's a map you don't get to see. And we begin before the beginning.
Ooh.
Before
my
season
God.
1, about 4 years before season 1, in fact.
Damn.
All you ready?
No.
Ready as I am. No,
Well,
sir.
We start with you, Henley, as you wake up with a pounding headache in a very uncomfortable position. Thank you. Actually, no, you're sitting in a barrel.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That's
like
where we're
all the
starting.
way in a barrel?
You're sort of up to, elbows and knees, which are everything's asleep from the outer limbs out.
Okay. Survival instincts kick in.
Okay.
I immediately try to take notice of my surroundings.
Okay.
And see if the barrel has pickles.
Roll it.
Oh, yeah. I got a 4. So I.
Based by the screaming of the gulls and the midshipmen, you
Mhm.
imagine you are still near the docks. You can smell rotting seaweed and fish, and you know that if you open your eyes, the sun will pound migraine spikes into them
All right.
without mercy.
Am I wearing my hat?
You are wearing your hat, but the rest of your white robe is torn open. There's quite a bit of pain on your abdomen, which you imagine feels like a sunburn or like you've been stung by 1,000 bees.
Oh, good. I was hoping for that feeling immediately upon waking. I'm going to pull my hat down as far as it will go over my face, and I'm going to check out the rest of me.
By the way, we all have a +1 to a roll.
All right.
Specifically my abdomen.
Specifically your abdomen. Before we go to that, because you already know what the answer is, and I like to delay stuff, and we forgot I forgot, I should say. The results of the poll, the Kickstarter poll that went out as to who gets the bonuses before we begin. Who does? Well, the extra action points, 2 of them, go to Carrow.
Huh?
You won that
Hey.
poll. It was close. Who gets the helpful hint from the DM when necessary? That would be Nara.
Ding.
And who is cursed with bad luck? It's Perf.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so you look down and
We all now have a +3, by the way.
All right.
Wow.
You
Is
look-
that in addition to our +1?
No, I'm making it.
So we have 3 + 1.
You 3 +1s. That's what I
3
meant.
plus ones that you may
Apologies.
use.
3
Yes,
+1s you may
draw
use.
from the pool. So you look down at your abdomen, and there is a angry, embossed, raised new tattoo there.
Does it say meat henge?
It says Angua Tame, but it's upside down.
So it says meat henge.
It says meat henge, and there's a little hand pointing down.
Mm. That doesn't look temporary.
Certainly does not.
Ow.
Roll your perception again.
I think I shall.
Mhm.
I'm a perceptive fellow. 7.
7. There you go. So the events of the night before start to come back to you, and with them a wave of sadness.
Oh no.
Because as it was the end of the semester, you and your group went out to celebrate. You had a gig here in Hartford Meads, the big port town at which the Wizardium has one of its many facets. So you just had to walk from the Tower Park to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And after a night of singing, you killed it in there. You just slayed it. They were drunk, but whatever.
Right. No, it sounded great.
Yeah, did your bits, your 4-part harmonies, your little magic light show with it.
That silver tom cover everyone loves.
Killed it. And afterwards came the very sort of painful discussion that band's breaking up. You didn't want it to break up, of course, but
No, they're probably graduating and
well, they're advancing.
moving on.
Which that's when it hits you. It's morning on the day of investiture.
So I should be at the Wizardium.
It's midday, meaning if you should probably be there, because if you're not there, you may actually not get there before the tower vanishes.
Portals, basically, right?
Well, not so much portals. The Wizardium has its base campus in the Omnimons, this sun-baked range inland, right on the edge of the Solomor Desert. It's like impassable.
Mm-hmm.
These mountains, and no army can. It's just the fat guy with the leather pants, right?
Sorry.
It's just destroying
Maggie over here.
so much baby powder. Just imagine swearing in a comb over too. And you've got... so it's basically unassailable because no army could cross the burning sands without getting dehydrated or whatnot. And if you get there, you then got to climb the mountains. Anyway, but it's not a great place to recruit new students and whatnot. So they have a bunch of facets, basically translucent illusions of the same tower in all the major cities. So the Wizardian can be where it needs to be when it needs to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how far away am I from said facet? If I'm at the docks.
You've got some time, probably a couple of miles. You are incredibly hungry at the moment, and that inn where you had your gig is not too far from here. It was within stumbling distance. You remember that?
Oh well, I guess I'll head that way and gander to get a quick breakfast.
All right.
Our buffs are unlocked.
Traveling food.
So okay, so 500 already.
Wow. Our buffs are unlocked. We're 46,925.
All right. How are you going to extricate yourself from the bed?
I'm glad you asked. Am I stuck?
Quite.
I am stuck. All right, it's time to actually take in the surroundings outside of my immediate barrel. How popular is the area that I am currently in?
Not very. This is a section of the docks mostly used for storage, stuff that's not as perishable, stuff that's been brined or can just sit out in the elements for a bit. There's not many shipments this time of year, not much stuff going out.
What else is in the barrel with me?
Mackerel.
Okay, yeah, so this is going to be one of the situations where I'm going to tip the barrel and attempt to get my feet on the ground.
Okay, this is a heavy shipping barrel. This thing
I
weighs
mean,
quite a bit.
it's going to take some rocking.
Okay, good. Roy, give me a body check.
Hey, Mark, can you check our video as well?
I mean, I still have it. I can't control if it drops or not.
All right, I'm gonna refresh my screen and see if that helps.
Man, I am.
They can still hear us, by the way.
Hot today.
Body. I rolled a 7.
You did it. Okay.
But my body is 5, so I missed it by 2.
We have 5 +1s if you want to use them.
There we go.
It would be nice if you burned 2 of our limited buffs to get out of the box text at the start of the adventure.
You got it, bud.
All right.
Yes.
So you managed to rock your way forward and fall forward, but you're still a bit stuck, but your feet are under you. So now you resemble a hermit crab.
And I'm going
with a barrel of mackerel sticking off your ass.
And I'm gonna pull myself towards the nearest, the posts that hold up the docks. What are those called? Bulkheads.
Pilings.
So I'm gonna go to the nearest piling, and I'm gonna start knocking the barrel against the piling, and then attempt to slide the rest of the way off the dock onto a sea of mackerel.
All right. It's a good thing you're hungover. Otherwise, this might be complicated.
This is not my first hangover.
This is not your first hangover. Okay, give me a...
Last time it was an icebox.
Give me another body check, but at +1.
Oh, yeah.
And also at -1 because of the barrel stuck to you.
So 0.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no.
No. All right.
No. I
So
missed it by 9.
you managed to, you know how if you're trying to get something, let's say you're trying to get a cork out of a bottle and it's stuck, you shouldn't hammer on the cork itself. You're more stuck now.
That's good. That's real good. Okay, well, I guess the only other option if I'm going to make it to that inn on time, and I'm not really wearing any clothing.
Well, I mean, you've got your undergarments. It's the overrobe that had been shredded. You've got the tunic that goes over the sort of the gi portion of it that's belted down, and but this is like completely torn open. You're not exactly sure how that happened. And there's that tattoo.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just give up trying to get my feet on the ground because this barrel's a little too much for me. So I'm going to just go into a sitting position like so, and then just start rolling. And see if I can roll myself up the docks.
You're going to roll
and
yourself.
hopefully someone will take pity on me.
Oh, there's pity.
And help extricate me from the barrel.
All right.
We have a special friend in the studio now.
He's a vision in plaid.
He is a vision in plaid.
Hello. I don't know where the cameras are.
They're everywhere.
Hi, Nathan.
I've come by to visit and say hello and make snide comments off camera
Fantastic.
for the next half hour.
Awesome. It's just like being on set.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to give it to you because I've got a whole bunch of notes to get through. So you
40 minutes of perf in a barrel.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very weak.
you roll yourself back towards the inn.
Will help. Will help here?
And get there right as the pimply-faced stable boy kind of comes out and glares down at you.
Evo!
It's Carl.
Whatever. So, I'm in a bit of a pickle, herring situation.
You can see that.
Help a brother out.
I'd like to, but I've got to feed these horses.
Right. Do they like mackerel? Because I am sitting on like
Absolutely
a metric ton
not.
of it. Come on, Carl, please.
Did you steal that mackerel from the docks?
I wouldn't say I stole it. It's in me.
Oh, no.
Okay, roll. You have persuasion or what? Soul.
It's the wind.
Right, soul.
I do have sneakiness.
Sneakiness. Let's try that.
19. No.
So you failed it by everything.
Only by 6 or so.
He's like,
7.
normally I wouldn't help you.
So
And
bye.
he walks away.
All right.
End of sentence.
Normally I wouldn't help.
This is actually where I shine because he doesn't want to have any part of me. And he wants to get away from me as quickly as possible.
That's true.
Now, every time he turns around, I'm going to be there, ass deep in a barrel. Come on, Carl.
Someone put out, you could use your flight or flight in this situation.
You could fly from the barrel where you're being restrained.
I can basically take off in a dead sprint out of combat whenever I want, right?
Whenever you want.
Whenever I want.
But then your buff's gone. But it was pointed out.
Until we hit another 500.
Right, until we get another 500.
I need to get out of this barrel in order for the story to move forward. So here's what I'm doing. Once again, I'm getting like on all fours,
Okay.
barrel in the air,
Okay.
like a lightning bug, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
And I'm activating flight or flight.
Okay.
All fours. Wrists and ankles. That's all it is. Skittering full speed
Flintstone style.
towards the wall of the stable
Okay.
to see if I can break the barrel open and free myself.
Oh boy. All right. Do you have anything you want to roll with this? Or no, I just said you could take off. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, flight or flight.
That succeeded. So you hit the wall of the stable, which being wattle and daub gives way, but the barrel gets caught between a couple of studs, wooden ones.
No.
And you pop off and go rolling forward in a torrent of mackerel sludge.
And a dead raccoon for some reason.
He died
Which
as he
I
lived.
imagine all of that tastes better than the inside of my mouth
Absolutely.
does right now.
Yeah, you had quite a bit to drink last night, and it was on sale.
And oh, that's the worst.
So you stagger to your feet, covered in fish grease and brine, and which is not really helping the raw tattoo.
No, that stings.
That
It stings a
like
lot.
hell. Looking at the sun, it looks like it's you got probably an hour until noon, which is when the tower will probably go back to the desert mountains.
Let me guess, 90-minute walk?
No, actually, it's not too far from here, because you guys wanted to get your drink on as soon as you friggin' could.
Right.
Right.
And you know, the Wizardium Wizardium is not one of these discount schools that has to be in like the annex sections outside the city wall. They got a nice section in the park there. There's a whole bunch of vendors who base their business on when the tower comes. There's probably a whole bunch of street vendors out there too.
Do any of them sell replacement robes?
I mean, polyester knockoff ones probably, or the equivalent of polyester in this fantasy world.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to head that way.
Okay. Past the inn?
I guess I do need to go to the inn. I do go to the inn.
That's how you railroad DMs.
And this is how you interact.
I didn't
with
even
us.
notice it. It was so seamless.
So seamless. Right
Quick
there.
time out. We do have some new people who are watching. They were
Okay.
asking some questions. I just want you guys to know there isn't a store tonight, but we are looking at the numbers. If you up your pledge, or if you do decide to back JourneyQuest 3.5, we will see that, and there are rewards for the game based on that. So you are still affecting the game with your pledges, just so that you guys know.
We're back. So you heard the part about Perf being covered with fish and the infected tattoo now.
Yeah.
And then he's going to go into the inn, which is called the Briny Bastard. And the nice thing is you're not the only person there who smells like fish and puke.
Is that the name of his band, by the way?
No.
Briny Bastard.
No.
That's a good one.
Perf
Yeah.
and fish oil and the infected tattoo. I would, you know.
So it's like Hedwig and the Angry Inch. In a way.
That's right.
A little bit.
Or itch. Angry Inch?
Inch.
Inch. Thank
Inch.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So you stagger in a side door, and as you're doing that, the three of you are conferring.
Confer.
Confer. Watermelon.
You're conferring.
Ah,
You had been searching for a Temple of All Dooms. I say a Temple of All Dooms because there are quite a few that are purportedly the Temple of All Dooms, especially in this region and in the Afterlands and whatnot. So many so that no one knows for sure which one possibly is, or even if there is one, or if it's just a label people slap on a place to increase tourism. However, the elf maid here has information that, I don't know if she shared it or not, that's up to you, locating a very specific Temple of All Dooms in the Lost Hills area, right on the other side of the mountains from the Swath in the Afterlands. You went there. It was empty. But you were unable to proceed any farther because the final room in this dungeon, which was not really a dungeon per se, it was an old, looked like a dwarf-made, I guess the modern equivalent would be a subway entrance. Stairs and big tunnels and whatnot, some dried canal bits, but nothing, no traps or doors or anything that was meant to keep people out. It looks like this was a place that was used for transit or that it was going to be used.
Okay.
But then fell into disrepair, like so many dwarf ruins do. Cave-ins and such. But you found a room with an all-metal door that was a slightly different angle than the rest of the construction, a little bit tilted forward and at a strange angle. It wasn't flush against it. And it was covered. It seemed both older than the ruins themselves, and yet in better repair. It was metal, had runes on it that you identified as orcish, but when you knocked upon this metal door, there was no sound or no vibration. And so you've come to the nearest town nearby, or city of a certain size that you might be able to find someone who could read the door or might be able to offer some arcane insight as to how you could possibly pound on a door and not get sound out of it.
Yeah.
Did we take any rubbings?
Did you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we totally did.
Totally did.
Totally did.
All right.
Totally.
They totally took rubbings.
You totally took rubbings.
Yeah, not you.
No.
So you're sitting there now
I just
discussing,
hit the door.
and it seems fated that you were here at this time. Why? Because the Wizardium Tower happened to be present during this phase of the moon. And a
they could
ton
know.
of students
Yeah.
were spilling out at all hours of the night. They've all seemed to have gone back now or are heading their ways back and trying to figure out or decide what is your course of action. You've just stabled your horses with that guy, what did I say? his name? Carl. Yeah.
We should
Not Steve-O.
That's important.
go into the Wizardium. We should go to the tower.
Are we allowed to do that?
I don't care if we're allowed to do that. Someone there is going to have the information that we need.
Well, of course, but we might not be able to actually go through. We might be barred from going. So we can certainly stand by the
We could
gates and
simply
talk.
accost one of these students and pummel them until they give us the information we need.
That's another option.
It's the best option.
I feel like that's plan B.
Yeah, I think that's a
I think
good
plan A
plan
is
B.
let's just try to go in and talk to someone who knows about the store. We can show them the rubbing and get information on it.
The door slams open, and in comes a breath of wind that smells like the sea god's fart.
I need sausage roll and a breakfast beer.
Here comes an initiate in soggy, torn white robes who staggers his way over to the bar.
Oh, look, option B.
Do you grab him?
Yes.
Oh God!
So the bartender, before this happens, the bartender, who you remember, he's a half-orc. A half-orc by the name of Herrick Two Eyes.
Yeah.
Turns around and says, "Hey, you have it." And then a manly guy in armor and mail grabs you. Make a I guess it would be a attack roll for this.
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah.
A
no.
0 and a 2.
Oh, no,
that's 12.
that's 12.
Oh, this is a 10.
Okay.
I'm not used to percentile.
No, you
dice,
rolled
sorry.
That's all good.
Okay,
12
12, which means you beat your fighting by, or your attack, by,
by 5.
by 5.
Okay.
I'm going to use my dodge ability, which is a 9, so I beat mine by 5.
Okay.
So we're
So you tie, but you are effectively greased. So you grab him and he goes, whoa, and flops out onto the floor in front of you.
oh God, excuse me, sir, my fault.
We need your help.
Says a gorgeous elf maid.
You look like you could perhaps be from the
I
Wizardian.
can help. Yeah, what do you need?
Show him the
Do
direction.
you have you ever seen this before? We believe it's Orcish, but none of us speak it. Do you?
It's Orcish, older dialect.
Oh,
What does it say?
yeah.
What's your name?
What does it
Perf,
say?
go ahead and roll Orcish.
No problem.
It uses the Orcish alphabet. It's related to Orcish, but it's not Orcish. But they don't know that.
Right. Yeah, that's basically Orcish.
What does it say?
Well, it needs to be translated.
Can you translate
Clearly.
it?
Can I translate it?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, of course I can translate it. I'm a wizard. I'm Superfluous the wizard. Good to meet you.
Nara, translate it, please. What does it
Yes,
say?
I absolutely will.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself. You're adventurers?
Well, we're
You
not a
look
big
like
fan
adventurers.
of nudity, so I'm going to give you this. Why don't you cover yourself up a little bit?
So now your stole smells like mackerel.
Was that the stole that was over there?
I don't know what was over there. What's over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Get out.
actually- I
Now.
recommend if you want that.
Nice.
Yeah. Holy
Fantastic.
mackerel.
All right.
He wasn't mic'd, but he said holy mackerel. It was great.
It
was
was.
good.
We love you, Nathan.
Yeah, you don't want any of your clothes touching me right now.
Oh, I'm well aware of that.
Yeah, don't do it.
Okay. Well,
I'll go take a dip here in just a minute before I translate if you want.
yeah. Yes, please.
I mean, I probably should look better than I do.
To answer,
Must look a mess right now.
to answer your question, my name is Carrow, and this is Nara,
And you're a cleric. You're a cleric of Virus.
very observant. Yes, I am a cleric of yours.
Yeah, that's like saying you're a Catholic priest.
I
Yeah, the collar and the.
don't know how you came to that conclusion, but Bob's your uncle. This young man is his name is Glorian.
Hey, big fella, how you doing?
I'm well.
So if you could clean yourself up, please, and then come back to translate, that would be very helpful.
And
Oh, yeah,
we
just,
can buy you some dinner or something like that for your trouble. That'd be great.
Breakfast, yes.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
On my way.
Here's the thing. Your robes are all back in the tower,
Well,
but they've also got showers there, though. That
Yeah.
amazing hot water stream.
here's the thing. I have had a little bit of a rough night.
Mm.
You know how it is. Graduation from a higher learning establishment and all that.
Sure.
Advancement's inevitable. And so I need to go back to the Wizardian.
I think that's unacceptable.
Oh, no, because all of my gear to translate is there.
Then we should
Oh.
come with you.
That's a great, excellent idea.
My translating glass and the sand that accompanies it.
Okay. But can we come with you then?
Yes, you. They're with you.
Yes.
Good. Lead the
Then
way.
you're all welcome.
All right.
all are welcome.
And I'm holding on to the thing.
Rubbing?
He's not getting it.
Okay.
So, what are you questing for, noble adventurer?
Glory and honor.
That's it. That's what we're questing for, and nothing
wow.
else.
Is that a bit?
What?
The glory and honor thing, is that a bit?
If by bit you mean a
What does he mean?
constant thing that happens all of the time, then yes.
Oh, you are.
Yeah,
You are for real. Then.
he sure is.
What is your name, big friend?
Glorian Orcslayer.
Oh, so
Perhaps you've heard of me.
so
The
you like,
bartender eyes you. You notice one of the eyes doesn't look real.
What's wrong with him?
all two eyes? Nothing. He's just
All right.
standard.
I believe you.
No, he's just a regular dude. Good
Well,
old man.
Glorian, we
So
we
Orc
talked
Slayer,
about
huh?
this.
So you're not a fan of the orcs?
I feel like we can
Oh
talk.
no,
Is that ironic, like calling a big guy tiny?
not at all.
Yeah, I feel
So
like
you
we can walk and
slay
talk.
orcs,
Walk and
huh?
talk.
Many orcs. I slay orcs day and night and day.
Oh,
Yes.
wow, both, huh?
The
Yeah.
bartender just scoffs.
Excuse me.
We need to leave now.
Yeah, we should, can we go, please? Can we go?
Is something amusing
Yeah,
to
if
you?
we don't get to the facet, I'll be locked out of the Wizardium.
Ooh,
No
what a
problem.
great
Go
reason
right
to
now.
leave this establishment right
Really,
now.
I think honor demands that I question this person scoffing at my name.
That's probably not a good idea. You see,
Ooh, seconded.
It is the only idea.
No. The reason is Old Two Eyes is well, he's a little bit slow, and it's made him mute.
Is any of that true, barkeep?
I can't hear you because I'm a mute.
See,
That totally tracks.
Oh, God.
Nope. Nope, not buying it. Sorry.
Roll a mental check.
make that.
Is there a-
Or a mind check.
Mind. I'll add those two together.
Yes,
and,
we're almost to $1,000.
I rolled way over my mind.
Way over your mind. Okay, well, I mean, clearly he said he was a mute. So, and you are a man of honor. You take people at their word.
All right. All right, bro, I'm in.
So Wizardium's this way.
Good.
Awesome.
All right.
Don't fall too far behind.
Oh, we have to have kind of a
won't.
healthy distance between you and us
Right,
because I mean
because
you
of,
are.
because of the smell.
Yes.
Right. I got you.
Yeah, I can't get lost. It's fine.
So, no, roll a, I guess, the inside mind.
A mind. Oh, that is. I am using. Ooh, do I want to use them? No, I missed it.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't strike you that he looks like a terrible vagrant and that no wizard has ever seemed that unkempt to
I'm
you.
wearing a
Right,
hat.
but if he gets me to the Wizardium, there are
That's
other
true.
wizards there. So
That's true.
This is a means to an end.
All right, so
I thought wizarding was more of a noble profession.
Oh no, terribly noble. Terribly noble. Come
all right,
on.
Is it as noble as killing?
Well, I mean, we are wielding the very power of the universe, you know.
I wield a
and,
sword.
and bending it to our will. Just saying.
I bend entire populations of people to my will.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you do, but it's not.
I mean, they're all dead now, but, you know,
right, but it's not. You know, they're not magic.
It's best to just
it's
not-
magical.
It sounds really.
You should
super-
see my work.
I hope to someday.
All right. We can arrange that.
So, heading out of the inn, it looks like the townsfolk have picked up a bit. There's a few more people out. There is a more of a stream heading towards the Tower Park, or the facet there.
Yeah.
You follow your way, follow the folks there. The crowd thickens a bit. It's kind of a carnival atmosphere. There's coming up to a park with a high, sort of spiky fence, beautiful madrona trees, and rhododendrons growing around it. You see the Wizardium towering up, this massive spire of stone and glass reaching, seems impossibly high into the sky. It's completely unnatural. I mean, there's no way that anything on Vieras' Earth would support itself by itself. It's clearly the work of the arcane. Still kind of marvelous, even some blasphemous slightly, you know, but still pretty remarkable.
Look at that. What a sodding crap hole. I'm kidding. It's majestic. and
Yeah, I had a
beautiful.
sly different reaction, so I was confused.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
As
okay.
you get closer, you
When
hear
you see it every day, you
Yeah.
know, it
the calls of the
loses a
food.
little bit of its luster.
As you get closer, you see different carts and hear the calls of the food vendors. People, you know, hawking food, kebabs, fruits, fish on a stick, merchandise, whatnot. There's a few people selling illicit drugs in some of the darker corners. Discount magical items, or at least that's what the hawkers are saying.
Don't anywhere near.
As you get close, you see three things prominent there. There is a doomsayer on a little box. proclaiming how everyone is doomed. This is, you are all found wanting in the eyes of Viserys, the Shining Father, whose judgment judges until the ends of the world. Turn away from the false works of mankind. Only the gods should bend the roles of the universe, for it is they who gave us life, and unto them we shall return. Praise be to thee, Viserys, and have mercy upon these doomed folk. All of you are sinners in the eyes of Viserys.
Well,
And so on and so forth. There is a bardic balalaika trio shredding the hell out of Hither Came Karn. Like, it's upbeat, bluegrassy, just smashing the heck out of it. That's
It's actually
Silver
one of
Tongue.
my favorites. Have you heard Hither Came Karn?
not as such, no.
Oh, really good. It's about this barbarian king who has these very, very different ideals, and then even though he imposes upon them...
As you're saying this, you see the crowd split ahead, and you can see a contingent of wicked soldiers with a wicked captain putting up a gibbet, the hangman's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
building
Gallows?
a gibbet. Gallows, that's it.
Oh.
Gallows there. You may continue.
Anyway, he takes over, and then he unoppresses. Very, very cool story, but he's supposedly undefeatable.
Oh.
Or undefeated.
Also, mind check. Okay, so it doesn't strike you that next to you're talking about one of the great enemies of the Wicked Kings within earshot of wicked soldiery,
No.
who are erecting a gallows.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Can we?
Next to the gallows is a prison cart with the windows blacked out. The wicked captain seems bored with the whole thing. You can tell that he's his rank by the amount of mascara he's required to wear, which is way too much.
What's going on here?
Probably gonna hang some, dissenters, and we can't really get involved in politics, so we should probably move on.
Door to the prison cart opens, and the prisoner, which has a bag over his head and over its arms, reaches out and tries to grab the soldier, but they beat it. It doesn't seem to be taking any damage or show any signs of pain, and basically manhandle it over towards the gallows.
What is it?
Carrow, roll holy.
Roll holy.
Holy roller.
Oh, well done.
Oh, that was a 6 and a 3, so I got 9.
Okay, so you beat it by 6.
So you can tell from here the coldness, the disruption in positive energy stream. It's undead.
Oh.
Ugh, a disgusting creature.
What is?
It's they're about to get rid of an undead creature.
Was he Krellish?
I don't know. I've never been to Krell.
What is it?
They whip the top off, and it's a zombie. Tied its arms behind its back, and they're looks like they're going to hang the zombie.
I don't think this is going to work out very well for them.
Why?
Oh, because he's already dead, and that's not really how you get rid of a zombie.
No?
No.
No, says the wicked captain.
Wait, so why are you doing it?
Well, there was an outbreak of undeath in the capital, and we drove them off, killed the rest of them, but one of them ate High Admiral Dimples.
His name is High Admiral Dimples.
Dimples is a cat.
Oh.
One of the Queen's favorites, and she decided simple incineration was too good for him, so public execution it is.
But he's a zombie.
There is that.
So we're going to basically be here a while if you're going to try to watch him die.
I'm aware, brother. And you're aware you do not contradict the Queen.
That is true.
So they hang the zombie, and nothing happens. It's just dangling by its neck, making slightly more strangled sounds now.
Oh.
Am I able to after this goes on for a bit of time, kind of go to the captain and say hey, you want me to just take care of this?
No. It needs to hang here and suffer.
Cool. So can we get back to?
Well, good luck with that. And I also say to the brother who's preaching, kind of make a brother, and then I assume it's kind of like, doctor.
Doctor?
Brother.
Was that really one of your guys?
Oh, he's one of the, the thumpers. They get kind of nuts when they go to the cities. I mean, try to turn everyone onto the side of the ears. It's really hostile. It's not my bag.
Huh.
You get through the throngs of people looking and watching the event. Now very boring public execution. They're throwing rocks at it. Nothing's happening. They're starting to boo.
This is boring.
That actually looks like kind of fun. I used to be a pretty good rock thrower back in the day.
Oh.
Some of my fondest childhood memories involve executions.
Have you ever seen anyone boo at an execution?
I booed at many executions.
Under what? Why?
They were boring.
Yeah, so about translating...
Oh, that,
yeah.
right. The reason we're here. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's just...
Wizardian.
Right.
Yeah.
So you come to the
guy.
Wizardium, and there's a couple of what look like oversized men made out of brass standing by the gates.
Okay.
They both turn their eyes to you.
Hail.
They nod. The gates open.
They're with me.
Guests are not permitted.
It's for Wizardian business. A client.
The golems look at one another. And look back and say, guests are not permitted, initiate.
Oh, because of the robes. Right. No, I advanced.
It raises a hand. Roll spellcraft.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I made that by 2.
Okay, so you totally know that it's hit you with a field of truth.
What's happening? Why can't we
So-
get inside?
I don't think
Now
he
you're
knows
gonna
what
let
he's
us in.
doing.
Which has to be the truth, because I just said it.
Wow. Proceed. One of them says proceed. The other one turns and goes. Sparks come out of its head.
Move.
I'm moving.
It falls forward, breaks into pieces, and street urchins run and carry all the pieces off.
Just keep walking. Don't look back.
It doesn't seem like it should be that easy to
You know,
sneak past golems.
It was very easy.
Hey, we got, I'm going to say very lucky.
Why would we need luck if he's a wizard and
Yeah.
we should be able to go in?
The gates close behind you, and all of a sudden, rather than cool, fish-scented breezes filled with gull cries, you feel hot winds and dust as the grit hits you, and suddenly you're there in the mountains, in the Omnimons,
Oh.
right on the edge of the Wicked Kingdoms, high in the mountains.
This weather sucks.
Looking forward, the Madronas are gone, replaced with a beautiful shimmering rock garden of agates and marble.
Yeah.
We can get back though, right?
Oh, we had better be able to get back.
Yeah. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to get back. I mean, it's the same world. Everything touches each other in some way. We're all connected geographically. I'm going to go change.
We should not lose track of him,
Right.
I think.
All right.
Also, did that seem just like a bunch of words that didn't actually have any meaning to anyone else?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Almost like everything I hear from you, Carrow.
There's a single door ahead of you. Oddly small, in the sense of like it's not grand, it's not double doors, it's a single door leading into the tower. It's the every door.
Right.
So he opens the door into what looks like a monk's cell with 4 bunks and a couple of writing desks and a wooden wardrobe.
Anybody around?
No,
Sweet. Okay, keep it down.
the door slams shut.
They're all.
So you guys are left outside. Perf, you are back in your room. There's a knock on the door.
Who is it?
You hear a sigh on the other side.
Hello?
Open the door, initiate.
Yeah, I'm naked.
It's your. You can tell by the voice. It's your advisor.
Right, and you probably want to see, but you can, yeah. Here we go, naked, just like I said.
So you open the door naked. Professor Adequate is there. She doesn't dip her eyes below eye level. She just sighs.
Professor?
You missed investiture.
I mean, it's not sundown.
Correct. It is not sundown.
So, I mean, technically, I still have a few more.
She steps into the room, closes the door behind her, opens it again, and says, come into my office.
Can I put on a robe?
Yeah. So you walk into Professor Adequate's office. Very nice plush furniture, globes, hanging birds that seem to be annoyed that they're hanging there. Way too many books. So sit down.
It's a nice desk. Did you get this from when you used
Shut up.
to be a royal wizard?
Your classmates and friends have all advanced.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic news. They are all very talented magic users, and I think they're going to be a great asset to the community and the world at large with their arcane knowledge and experience.
Please shut up.
Yes.
Magnanimous and Indomitable waited for you.
Oh.
They actually cut into their testing time. They would have advanced straight to orange robes, but because they lost a half hour each waiting for you, they only made it to yellow. Potent jumped straight to green.
Well, doesn't...
It's like this.
Yeah.
Superfluous. You are at the upper age limit for initiates.
Yeah.
You either need to graduate 3 spells memorized at the end of the day.
Okay.
Like you said, until sundown.
Yeah.
And at this point, the initiate library is virtually empty, so you're not going to have your pick of the litter. I don't think you understand the severity of your situation. You don't just leave the Wizardium. You've been here long enough. You've taken the training and the history. If you are expelled, you don't go back home. You join the custodial staff.
Yeah.
You're aware of this, yes?
Of course.
Because it's that or you cease existing, and no one chooses that.
No, everybody chooses the custodial staff.
Yeah, they do. So, get your stuff together.
Yeah.
Advance.
Okay.
And maybe we can make a wizard out of you yet.
I'm sure that I will be good enough at some point.
Get
Yeah,
out of my
I'm
office.
leaving.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Man.
I feel so bad.
All right, so you're standing outside. Meanwhile, the rest of you are standing outside.
I would if I wasn't so brave.
Standing outside, posing outside of the tower.
Okay. Head back.
And where?
I guess to where I left them.
Well, you open the door from your room, and it leads to the...
Right to the library.
Nope, right to the amphitheater.
Oh.
That's unexpected. So the amphitheater is a big sort of central stage with seats that radiate out it and out from it in rings. This is where the investitures happen. It's called the amphitheater because you are both seated in the theater and on stage at the same time. Like you sit down and then you blink and you're standing in the center sometimes.
Oh, good.
Now you're standing at the edge.
I'm not going to blink.
That's when you hear, "Hey, suck, Perf Lewis."
I assume I know that voice.
Yeah, that's Brash.
Hey, Brash.
Hey. He and his cronies, pugnacious and recalcitrant, swagger out like the new red robes.
Yeah. They're really red.
Yeah. Missed a lot of good magic here today. Why don't you come down and clean it up for us, since that's where you're heading.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm right in the middle of something. I have a really hot day.
I mean, I'll give it to you for creativity. That's nice. You're covered in what crapped you out? You smell
The
terrible.
smell, it's a new cologne. Oh, it attracts elf maids, that's all I know.
Pugnacious says, really? And gets punched.
No, oh.
Recalcitrant's like, I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, no, seriously. I've got a beautiful elf maid waiting for me right outside the tower right now.
Recalcitrant says, actually, I did see her on the way in. Archie's like, really? What's she here for?
For me, my expertise.
Your expertise?
Yeah.
In what?
The only thing I am good at? Romance languages. Specifically an ancient dialect of Orcish.
Oh.
Which,
That's right, we were in first year Orcish
right,
together.
yeah, that was
Yeah, I aced the course.
I remember that. That was great.
And you say there's a beautiful elf maid who needs someone who can translate Orcish.
Yeah.
Waiting outside.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Why don't you think of all the things I'm going to be doing with her while you're here mopping the amphitheater?
I wouldn't do that.
Hmm?
It's a really terrible idea. No, she's got 2 guards, and one of them's nice enough, but the other one is not nice enough.
Recalcitrant's like, I did see 2 other guys there, but one of them's a priest, and the other one, I think, is going to pass out from dehydration because he's wearing his armor in the desert.
Yeah. It's not that guy you need to worry about. The guy with the armor is clearly a simpleton. He's just there for show, but the priest has definitely got some juice. In fact, the simpleton claims that he can kill an orc with his bare hands. And that arms are superior to magic in every way. He should really be shown the error of his ways, but I was thinking about maybe...
Brash is like, he said that. He really said that.
No, he really did.
You better not be sodding.
Truth
right
spell
now.
me, bro.
All right. That motherfucker.
Truth spell me, bro.
There's a very fraternal culture amongst
I just truth spell me, bro.
He's like, Kals,
I'm writing that.
hugs. And they're like, please don't call me that. With me. We're doing the snap walk. And they walk.
I'll be here cleaning up your shit.
Damn right. Okay, no, so you guys are outside.
Where is that wizard?
I think we might have been had.
Okay.
I'm going to punch him so hard.
But we're
He might die.
We're in it though, right? Like he got us in the door,
You
right?
are within the grounds. There's that, you can see that fence and whatnot, only
Great.
now instead of being bordered by madronas and vendors, it's steep cliffs and bodies on gibbets.
Great. I'm gonna look around for a way in.
Okay, well there's the door.
But well, I'm sorry.
So that's one option.
Shut up. I was under the impression from the way you described it, like we had to wait outside, like we weren't allowed in.
Well, what happened was you're there. He opened the door, went into
Right.
a room that looked like it was just this size for this
Right.
massive tower. The door slammed shut in front of you,
Right.
and he didn't
Okay.
come back out.
Well, I assume we've tried the door at this point. Does it
You
open?
haven't said that.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Well, there's been
door.
a gigantic cutscene.
Right. Open the door.
No meta for you. So you open the door
Yeah.
and into a room with plants growing in it and some nice planters, some benches and such, some outdated broadsheet periodicals.
Oh, bro, you're
there.
in the lobby.
And
Superfluous?
then there's a counter where an older man in a gray robe looks up and sighs.
We're looking for a superfluous. Did he?
Fine, come in, fine.
He just went through that door.
Yes, fine. Yes, the every door. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's assume we don't know what that is.
I see you're here to try your hand at the real magic, brother.
Oh, that's cute. So this superfluous guy, he kind of went through the door, and we were.
I understand he filled your heads with visions of grandeur and the life and of wizardry. Unlock the secrets of the universe!
No, actually, we want him to translate.
Well, come in. The
All right,
applications
let's
are
go
over
in.
here.
Apply.
I'm sorry. We're not applying. We're currently on a quest, and we need some help translating some Orcish. We think. And Superfluous said he can translate them. He just had an incident with a fish, or multiple.
There was lots of fish at some point. Yeah.
I'm beginning to run out of patience.
So, I guess, I don't know. I mean, if he just ditched us, then we can try to see if we can find someone else.
Can you translate Orcish?
Can the Archmage Supercilious translate Orcish? Yes, but that is beneath me. As any questry would be for any students here at the Wizardium. None would be interested in accompanying you on your little quest, and anyone who were would not need the aid of such folks as yourselves to... What were you doing again?
Elf Mage, shall I stab him now?
In a minute. We weren't asking you to come on our quest. We're perfectly fine the way we are. We're asking for you to help us.
And exactly where is your quest?
That is between myself and my party.
Is it in the sun-baked mountains near the desert?
No, we didn't realize that we were going to be brought here.
You didn't realize the powers arrayed before you were not to be trifled with. Maybe you should apply.
Glorian draws his sword and advances on it.
All right.
You can actually just attack.
He rolls.
I just.
So you begin with that. Let's play this.
Let's see. Okay. All right.
He rolls his eyes, snaps his fingers, and your sword goes back into its sheath.
I keep advancing.
Says, no, my boy. Soon you shall learn that pugilism is not the. Oh God! As you're right there. Okay, you're right in front of him.
Glorian, I know that this is a...
You're going to take us to Superfluous now.
The old farther all kiss.
If he begins to do anything with his hands, I grab them and break them.
He looks at and says, Omni? Omnipresent, are you here? And then you grab him. And then he squeals.
That's a wonderful noise. Would you like to make it some more for me?
He yells, assistant!
Where is Superfluous?
And a pink shadow sort of rises up out of the floor and turns into one of those brass men things.
Ah! Mm-hmm. A worthy opponent. And I just drop him.
All right, roll initiative.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Summon Kool-Aid Man.
Initiative is just...
Right,
you get a +7 to
I get a
your roll.
+7. So
right.
that's a... 16?
Are we all rolling?
You succeed, yes.
Oh.
Right, then you win the initiative. You actually beat him.
Zeros are 10?
Tens, yes.
Yeah, 11.
20.
Holy criminy.
And I can't do math because my brain is dead. That's 14. 26.
26. My
Combat!
God. All right, so...
Elf.
She has the second highest initiative in the party.
Okay. Nara.
Just going to railroad us into combat at every opportunity.
Nara, you won initiative. You go first.
Oh, God. Is he attacking? Is the creature attacking us? Or is it just standing there?
It looks. It began to engage. Like it looks like it's going to try to grab Glorian.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, I've got my bow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna draw it and put an arrow and tell it to stop. I'm not gonna pull. I'm not gonna shoot the arrow, but I'm gonna threaten.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Yeah, the mindless creature.
The mindless creature does not.
Oh, well, he said like the ones
Changes
that would be.
action.
I don't know. Okay.
That's good.
So
Carrow.
I'm having an off day, everyone.
You're fine. It's
So-
not like you've been running a Kickstarter or anything.
So the thing that you had mentioned before at the top of the game, this moment of light
Yes.
situation, that is something that we get if we reach $500, which we did, and so we have it.
You have it. Yes.
Okay.
So you can use that ability if you like.
So I can use that ability, which is either stop gameplay and talk to my friends, or calm emotions of any character. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think that might be what it is. Wait. Well,
Wise is totally Carrow's thing.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, it would obviously be very helpful to someone who is a thinking human being or elf or whatever. Would it even work on a golem?
Probably not. It doesn't have a mind.
Okay, so how about on the guy who's too much starch in his color.
Supercilious?
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to calm emotions of him.
All right, make a... What would be an appropriate roll for this? Probably the magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Divine magic.
Rotter.
Right there.
Rotter. Okay. All right. Is that a 6 or a 9?
16 altogether.
16.
But we've raised money, so we have 3 + 1s that you could use
You want to get that number down?
if you want to get it
If he
down.
uses 2 of them, he makes his number.
Okay.
You wanna
Yeah,
do it?
that
All right.
sounds good.
Okay,
They're
so you
gone.
burn 2. You touch Supercilious, and he goes from afraid to just kind of blinking a bit.
I think we just got off on the wrong foot. You know, I mean, like, I know that you're a very intelligent and very important man.
Golly, that's okay.
And, you know, before this kind of escalates to
The
something
golem
that
lets his guard down.
everyone will
I
regret.
attack instantly.
Roll it.
Oh, hey, eyes up here, mister. Eyes up here.
30,
Yeah, that
13, and 17
To do what?
to attack.
You want to roll under your number. So.
Oh, I rolled way under my number.
Right.
So I 4 under my number. 4 under my
okay.
number.
So you,
I don't
what do
get
you
this
do to this
whole
thing?
What?
How do you attack it?
I rip its arms off.
You rip its arms off.
Yeah.
So you draw your sword, and did you draw your sword?
No, the sword was still in
Oh,
there.
right,
Like
okay.
I just like.
So
yeah.
you grab the golem's arms and
He rips them off.
I maneuver myself.
you rip the golem's arms off. Yes, they come right out of their sockets, just sort of like with a
Like a G.I. Joe kind
like
of
a
thing.
GI Joe. Pop, pop. So then you have 2 oversized brass clubs and a startled looking, as much as a faceless thing can be.
Okay.
Golem standing in front of you, and
I maneuvered
Rufus
myself.
says, "Oh my goodness!"
Oh, shoot. I was going to maneuver myself so he actually has to turn away from what
Okay.
just happened.
Oh my.
Yeah. I mean, like, so we were just wondering if maybe you don't have to waste any of your time with any of this. But we just found an initiate, and we just wanted to know where he is. That's all. Oh, by the way, a friend of mine has actually taken care of the golem and made it a lot more efficient for you. So
I just proceed to beat the living shit out of the rest of the golem with the 2
the
arms.
arms.
Yeah, well, in the background as he's having this conversation, it's just pong, pong, pong.
it's okay. He knows what he's doing. He's an engineer. It's fine.
Error.
By the way, guys,
Holy no!
we have a rule of cool.
Oh
We have a rule of cool. Thank you, everyone.
Donka Shane Donings.
So yes, Matt, you have a rule of cool you can throw at us at some point.
dear. Rule of cool +1 ROC.
So what is a rule of cool?
Oh,
for
you'll
those who
see.
don't know?
You'll see.
Oh.
You'll see.
You'll see. I'm
Yeah.
already regretting the idea.
Oh, that also means we get another. So we actually, by the way, also have 7
I
plus
think that's
1s.
how I broke the world.
7 plus
last time.
You
1.
did.
7
That's how
plus
you
1.
killed
That's 7
everyone.
I killed farther all.
I killed farther all last time. Let's try not to repeat.
I got rid of 2
2 of them. I realized though it's for every $100. So if we've gotten to 1,000 over our goal, that would be 10. We've used 5 or 6. We used 4 of them. So
So we've got 6 of them.
yeah, we have 6 of them.
So yes, Glorian, you proceed to encourage the golem into a mound of pounded brass.
Victory.
Yes.
Looking at
A
it,
mound of pounded
Looking
victory.
at it, you realize you should have been a master blacksmith.
And toss the arms down when you're done.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, an orange robe comes in and says, "Did you call Mr. Supercilious? Oh my goodness.
Where is Superfluous?
I don't know.
Well, can you go get him, please? He's supposed to be helping us.
Yeah." And he runs. Supercilious, Omni! Omni! All right, so you're back in the amphitheater.
Yeah, I guess I'm practicing spells since I'm here.
What does that look like?
It's not pretty. Like, I'm lots of complicated hand movements, which I've got down. Like, the hand movements are good. They are solid. But I just look clumsy doing them.
Yeah.
And it's mostly just little puffs of colored energy that manage to eke themselves out every once in a while. I'm definitely working on conjuring something.
Conjury,
Conjuring is one of my stronger magical skills.
Conjury, the second key of magic, the high praxis of the branch.
I'm
Much more
awful
difficult,
at it.
actually. Yes, well, I mean,
Do any of the semantic components look like this for any reason?
thought about it, but I'm going for more one of them.
So what's happening is you're doing that, and you're creating a little field of potential.
Yeah.
With each bit. It's like, which is basically the primer. It's like the blank page is, yes, you can open a Word document.
46
Now, what are you going to
Word
conjure
documents
in that space? In that quantum field of potential, what are you going to conjure?
I want to stick with elements, obviously.
Elements. Well, here's the thing. For that key of magic, the second key of magic, the lower magics are dominant. They're easier to learn. The higher magic, which you're better at, conjuring, than elementalism, which is changing something into something else.
Yeah,
which you could never get
catching
the
things
hang
on
of.
fire would be pretty cool. I would like it.
You had a problem with that. It's like everything you tried to change into something else, you turned into fire.
Right.
By accident. Sometimes explosively so.
It's delightful.
Right.
Is my problem well known?
You don't even really know your problem.
Right, but I mean, obviously there's a problem.
You have trouble reading. You can't read cast under duress. If you get a chance to study it, write it out a bit to yourself, think about it, memorize it more, then you have a little more success.
But I haven't quite hit the I have memorized a spell stage.
Well, you haven't really studied it much either.
Well, I'm taking the time now,
Okay.
I mean,
In the amphitheater or at the library?
the library would probably be the best way to do it.
Okay, so you go to the initiate library through the Every Door, and I mean, it's not nearly as large as the main library or the other class libraries because, you're initiates. They're not going to accidentally let you open a portal into the nether world or create a black circle or anything like that. It's more like make flowers grow, burning hands. And you get there and are kind of horrified to see the shells pretty much bare. In fact, you see more brown wood than you do ivory scroll.
That's great. I'll just grab the first 3 novice levels I can find.
Okay, there's one on conjury, there's one in sorcery, which you also suck at.
But I suck less at it than I do, say,
You suck less at
thaumaturgy.
sorcery. Oh, God. Well, thaumaturgy is a forbidden art.
Right, but
Yes.
I mean...
So, yes, you suck less at that than you do at thaumaturgy. So there's one in conjury, there's one in sorcery, and there's
one in enchantment.
Enchantment.
Right,
That's
because I got enchantments.
You do have enchantments.
Sort
Right.
of.
So you grab the 3, and you grab what looks like there's a spell that the name doesn't really make sense in enchantment. It's kind of vague.
Okay.
The one from sorcery is called mend. That sounds promising.
Yeah.
And conjury, it says conjure silk.
Awesome.
Right?
Yeah, no, I can make a new road.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't be in the current predicament that I am in.
Nice. Okay, so you grab your spells right as you hear and hey, Perf!
What?
It's Omni.
Oh, hey.
Hey. Some guy's beating up on Supercilious in the Office of Summoning right now. There's an elf maiden of Yeren priest there, too.
Oh.
They said they know you.
Yes.
Should I call in the guard?
No. I believe I'm going to go meet them after I'm done with the testing. Brash is looking for them.
Yeah?
Yeah. If you want to, he could probably take care of the meeting in the meantime while I'm off doing this other stuff.
Does he know them?
He's looking for them.
He's looking for them. I'll go tell him. Yeah. All right. So you're back in the office there as...
This couldn't possibly end badly.
Delightfully homicidal.
Yeah. There's a connection here. So
That makes my life a living hell.
yeah.
So Omni, the assistant, comes in through, again, the only door. He says, hello, I spoke to Perf.
And?
Superfluous. Perf is, we...
Oh, Perf. That's shorter. I like it.
Yep.
Omni is not
Okay.
right. We have...
What did he tell you?
He said he was on his way. He was grabbing some scrolls
Oh.
from the library.
Oh, that sounds
Sounds promising.
like what we
Okay.
want him to do.
Okay. I'll be right back. Also, he leaves and then comes back, and then the door pushes open, and this young man in a red robe pops in, comes up and says, "I understand you need some help."
Yes, we're being helped by Superfluous.
The 2 reds behind him, he elbows them, and they start to laugh. Says, "Why are you wasting your time with that noob?"
Well, he has been the most positive experience out of all of the wizards we've experienced before.
And then he says, "Hadzak Doru no Demlor Brashaka." He spoke Orcish in your presence.
Carrow.
He may be an orc in disguise.
Alexi says, "Ah, you must be the lunkhead."
I attack him. Lunkhead is an orcish word, isn't it? You're going to pay for that.
No, are
Foul,
you using your
foul
ability here,
dialect.
or are you going into initiative with this, or are you just?
No, I'm using bravery favors the brave. Because what's more brave than attacking someone when provoked?
Yeah, if
I love it.
And he's a wizard.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't just let him do
No,
stuff.
no.
And while you're rolling, guys, so we are close. So I'm just going to keep rolling these because I want us to keep using it. I know Christian's used his buff. You're about to use your buff.
Yep.
But we are only like $200 away from unlocking all the buffs again.
Wow.
All right. Hey,
So
let's
I've
get
used
there.
my buff, Moment of Light.
But
Yes.
we are nowhere
You
near
use yours.
Chibi-chan's head, correct?
We are nowhere near Chibi Chan's
Okay.
head.
Good. I'm glad.
But
Well,
we're
that
also
didn't-
getting...
That's a 2.
We're
So-
getting
Oh, and this is a
closer.
2 as well. So
Oh my
That's a
God.
4!
it's a total of 4. I beat it by 13.
Here's the remarkable thing. You've heard this before about sort of the
grab my die.
ragdoll physics when the lights go off. The fist impacts with such force that Brash immediately seems to become a meat marionette with the strings cut. And there's this magic moment of surprise, shock, and pain after the fist connects and before the lights go out, before the neck turns at a very comfortable angle, the limbs go straight, and he goes headfirst into a planter, which also shatters. However, his hair never moves.
Wow.
Wow.
The other 2 red robes look down at him and then look up at you and bolt for the door.
Wise move, cowards.
You can accept cowardice? That's amazing.
Onward. I guess.
Okay, so
Maybe don't punch everyone.
Would you rather I stab them?
No.
Punch away, big guy.
Punching.
You open the door right as Pugnacious and Recalcitrant come running past you into the library, and you see the Red Glorian coming after them. You also see Brash looks like sleeping with his head in a broken planter.
And they're like, Glorian is running directly at me,
It's more of a heroic stride.
but it is still
He is still coming straight for you, yes.
Yes.
full speed. The other guys blow past me. I'm going to. When you are caught and running, as I am doing now, a good tactic is often to drop very quickly to all fours before they realize what has happened, and I'm going to allow Glorian to continue over me and into the other 2 red robes.
Okay, you do see Perf, but he's not your current quarry.
No.
All right.
So I'd like to kneel down and give you a nice step to launch off in case you want to do, like, I don't know, a
Howdy.
flying Superman punch.
So
or-
here's what's amazing about this, and this is the moment you know that he was destined to be your teammate. Not only does he fall to his knees in deference, he becomes a stepping stone for your greatness.
Well done, Perf. Stride, stride, stride.
Okay. So
Meanwhile, I'm checking to make sure that Brash's spine is still intact.
the spine is still intact. It's not connected to the skull anymore.
We should probably clean that up.
Yeah. I'm right on.
Supercilious has gone into apparent shock right now. Omni's looking down and is like, it didn't. And just kind of slowly backs up the door. You're chasing down the other 2 red robes.
Oh, yes.
Who have stopped and turned and appear to be casting.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Oh, bad idea, guys.
So make an attack roll first on Perf's back.
Oh, that's 14. I beat it by 3.
Okay, so you've never taken a sabaton to the thoracic before.
But now I have.
That's not. Take 10 damage.
Yeah, the first of many, I'm sure.
As you propel yourself up him and up.
Kind of
towards
have a Brad Pitt Troy moment and just like
So the
Exactly what I was hoping for.
the sword is still in, right?
yeah. But I could draw it in the air. No, I'm
All right,
gonna
make your
listen.
attack
I'm gonna
roll.
listen to my
The elfmaid has
teammate.
requested no killing.
No
of
killing.
humans.
He already did kill one of them.
Hey, I'm on it.
beat it by
I'm on
2.
It's fine.
Okay.
You beat it by 2, and you see the upper lip curl right as you split it along his chin. And down he goes. And the other one becomes as smoke.
Okay.
And then is gone.
Well, what I've just had the guy in the.
Are you done playing with your toys?
I'm going to pose.
Everything okay? Everyone's fine? Oh God.
I need to find the third one. He disappeared.
Oh no. No, he didn't. No, you hit his friend so hard that he exploded. They had a soul link.
That's a break. That's a break, everyone. Chat, that's a break.
A soul link.
Oh.
Soul link, eh?
Did you
It's a
bring,
wizard thing.
Did you bring enough
Look
to
it up.
share?
That seems very inconvenient.
Yeah.
But more glory for me.
Soul Link, huh?
Yeah.
Roll
You
a
just made
mental
him
check.
take a shot, Christian.
Mind check.
Mind. Oh, I miss it by 9.
You accept the word of your sorcerer's guide.
Very well, wizard.
Superfluous.
No one's ever called me that before.
So this is getting,
I think we should leave.
this is escalating quite
Do
quickly.
you have the scrolls you need to translate what our rubbing?
Well, I need to study them. I can't just. I can't just.
Well, how long is that going to take?
When is the test?
Sundown.
Just after sundown.
You have no idea how difficult it is to keep this one at bay when his hackles are up.
Glorian begins
Is
striding
Brash
backward from unconscious pugnacious or whatever it was.
But seriously, is Brash dead?
I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Snapped his spine.
Can you fix that?
Can I fix that?
You probably.
Magic? There's a monk for that.
So magic.
Magic. Nah, he's broke.
Oh, Vieras, you are so on fire with light.
Vieras, you're so fine.
You're so fine. You blow my mind.
Oh no, he was quoting Kings of Leon.
Let's see. Okay, so I don't have a.
Under your 14.
So I can just do that?
Yep.
Oh, fantastic! I thought I had a limited amount of.
No, man.
Oh, that
It'll
is
get more difficult for you the more you use it.
radical. Ha! Okay,
You
that's
beat it by 1.
beat it by
Okay,
one.
there's a lot of damage in the neck. So you here's the thing. You reach out. You're able to feel the flesh knit together, the nerves restitch, the bone come back. But some of the bone got powderized, so when he comes up, his head is a little tilted like this.
Is it tilted the opposite way of his hair?
It is.
That'd be really unfortunate.
And there's a big angry bruise knuckle
yeah.
outline because you didn't take your gauntlets off.
Oh no.
Oh, that would have been
So I was like,
dishonest.
hey,
That's right.
help me. So, I would love to translate your orcish for you, but I gotta go.
I would love if you just left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brash out. And he passes out.
I feel like this is Carrow's full-time job is mopping up Glorian. Do I get any
After, you mean?
yeah. I did mean after.
When the armor comes off,
I don't think it's that kind
the
of
mop
relationship.
goes on.
Do I get any bonuses to taking care of the swath of destruction that is?
You're more desensitized to it, so
Okay.
it doesn't shock you as much.
I thought maybe I'd be really good at it by now.
You are really good at it, but it's like being
All right.
really good at a shitty job.
You're the best jizz mopper in the world.
Oh.
Hooray! I should have that be on my badge. No.
Honorary friend. The best jizz mopper.
By the way, we do have 8 plus
3 years
1s
running.
left.
Many plus ones.
We have 8 plus 1s
And
left.
it's 6:30, so let's.
We're going till 8, right? Okay, let's
Halfway
do this.
done.
Let's get it started.
We're halfway done. How much text have we got? How much text have we gotten through on your on what you wrote for tonight?
Well, you jumped out of Hartford Meads halfway through and have killed some long-term NPCs who've now retreated. So, but you did get the hey suck perfluous. We got through that. Jesus moment. You got the scrolls.
Yeah.
All right, so we've gone through. Last time we played a farther roll game, it took 3 hours to get through one goddamn paragraph.
So Supercilious, who is still under your magical effect.
Oh, thank goodness.
And said, he says,
Totally.
Is it a sin to have enjoyed watching that? I can't stand that guy.
I'm going to give you a mulligan on this one. But let's try not to make a habit of it.
Listen or notice check?
I guess your best skill.
Now, is that a 1 or a 10?
That's a 1.
Okay, that's a 1, and that was a 4.
Oh, God, so you passed
Did he
it.
actually make his notice check?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I rolled way over my notice check.
No, you got a 5.
Oh, it's a 5. So I did make it. I made it by 1.
God.
Yeah.
So as you're talking to him, you can see it. Glorian's back is turned because he's still preening and praising himself as recalcitrant rematerializes and comes over to help Brash up. You hear him trying to sneak away with your glory.
Stolen valor is really bad. Shit.
That looked like it was going somewhere
Well,
real
I
cool.
know. I almost had it. That's why we script these things. So
I like how he said.
put him down. Put him down.
He drops him immediately.
No, I'm going to make this easy punch.
That's right, you can attack from nowhere. Roll the attack.
So I beat it by 3.
Let's make his defense
Wizards have
check.
great defense rolls. That's a lie.
Okay, yeah, he lands on one of the benches. And he looks like he fell asleep at a bus stop. It's cute, except for the blood and broken teeth.
Yes, well,
So
more glory for me.
I know I told you that he exploded, and that wasn't a lie. That's his twin, who was trying to just avenge the death of.
Even more glory.
I'm pretty sure
Roll a
that
mind check.
I'm pretty sure that counts as 3.
That's a 0 and that's a 5. So
Nope.
I'm. Oh no, that's a
15.
10. It's 15.
You do
I
enjoy
need to get dice that I can read.
You do enjoy the contextualization of your complicated honor from beating wizard students. So Perf, at this point, considering the waking up in a barrel, the mystery tattoo, the smelling like fish, this has been a pretty good day.
Yeah, that elf made dough.
Dad F made dough.
That elf
So
made dough.
that's where you are now. The four of you are in the office of summoning and recruitment with Supercilious and Omni, who is he's saying. Omni comes up and is about to speak, and then Supercilious pulls him aside, whispers to him, says, "Yes." He says, "Good sir, might I clear these unsightly, unconscious bodies away from your mighty sight?
Yes, I would appreciate that greatly.
May I also send in another brass guardian to recover the
Prune?
artistically arranged remains of the previous golem?"
It is some of my best work.
So, I'm just
Take it away.
Thank you, sir.
Just to be clear, so is that a yeah?
Okay, so as he's pulling them out of the door, another golem comes in. You never know have heard a golem whistle before.
That was a neat trick. It sounded all hollow and stuff.
So we have to wait until sundown?
Supercilious shakes his head and says this would be such a different experience if half of the faculty weren't drunk in Hartford Meads right now. And Omni's like, summer break.
Master, I just want you to know, this is not me.
This is... It seems like it's remarkable. He says, this is not your fault. Perf. This is not...
Are you noticing that he seems astonished?
Yeah, why is he so baffled that this is not your fault?
What do you mean?
I thought the question was pretty clear.
I mean,
Does this happen a lot?
he's an old guy.
Oh.
They get baffled.
Sure.
I mean, fairly easy. All that magical knowledge.
I can
tend
hear
to
you.
use things.
I can touch you right now.
Please don't, though. I mean, don't we have a
I think we have some important things that we have to get to.
Ooh, yes, important thing.
And I've got that thing at Sundale. That's the thing. That's the one.
Good luck for that.
Thank you. I'm gonna ace it so long as I get a couple hours to myself to, analyze
translations?
What are you
rules.
talking? Yeah.
Translation meeting.
A translation meeting. Oh,
Remember those sands I said I need? Those have to be acquired from a very special source.
Oh.
An arcane and mystical source.
Omni says, the hell are you talking about?
Forget.
Perf, you wouldn't be misleading us, would you?
Misleading you to what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a tone thing.
Oh. I assure you, on my honor as a wizard, as an experienced wizard,
I appreciate honor.
I am not leading you astray. I have only the best intentions for you.
For her or for us?
Pardon?
I mean,
You gestured.
You were looking at her.
You gestured to her when you said you. So
yeah, is it a collective you or is
what
it...
are we talking
Yeah, no,
about? here?
I'm sorry. You, plural.
Okay, so you, the you net is
You, your
from
group,
wide.
I will translate your group's thing.
Let's
and you
do
will-
that now.
I think
And
we
you
can
will be
discuss
on your
grammar
way
later.
just after sundown.
The door
It's
opens
just
and
the
in
things-
comes in steps a woman who is wearing a very black robe.
Everybody be cool.
She looks over
A very black.
very black robe.
Sorry.
It's like
Perhaps midnight black?
This thing is black as black.
It's like the description of that car in Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Yeah, it's
Galaxy. where,
actually
like,
fine
light
to
falls
say
off
that
it.
it's
Yeah.
it's okay
black.
to say that she's wearing a very black robe, but when you whisper it, it sounds racist.
She's wearing a very black robe. Like you've seen black robe wizards before. They come into town on occasion, they sell things, they do great spectacles of magic. This is one that seems to suck the light out of the room. Sort of thing. Like this is you, and you are well aware that while there's only 10 ranks of wizardry, once there's graduation, there's a whole different ranking system for the degree of black robe. Up there.
Gotcha.
And this one is radiating. It's the blackness of it is almost like the darkness is almost tangible.
Yeah.
In a
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Void black.
Yes.
Okay.
She looks in, looks at you, looks at you. Brother, you are, or I should say your companions are stretching the limits of your divine immunity. Would you please perhaps go to the gardens or perhaps the mess hall or somewhere else?
But of course, it will be my pleasure. Can that way?
Take a look at the hydrangeas; they're very nice.
Okay.
Okay.
He needs to study them
Right.
anyway. We I mean, let's just
We'll be here.
let's
I
look at
guess,
calming
waiting,
things. That's fine.
I guess.
All right.
Not here, not in the office. You may go to the
No.
gardens. You may go to the arcade if you wish.
The gardens sound fine.
Or if you don't want to wait around for me, you could just be on your way. If you wanted to go somewhere else, I mean, like if you didn't feel like this is.
Excuse me one moment. Problems with the student body. She takes you aside. And says, what have you promised them?
It's a translation. They're doing some orcish translation.
Did you take them from Hartford Meads?
I didn't have much of a choice.
How do you expect to get them back? There. Superfluous.
Well, obviously, the usual way.
You mean you want us to move the tower back to Hartford Meads?
Well, I mean, you can wait till morning, right?
I'm trying
Unless,
to
I
feel
mean,
very
it's not like-
positive about this sidewalk conversation
It's
lasting.
not like
Right.
last night was the
Right.
last part of the
Gloria
cycle.
doesn't.
No, half the faculty is
Oh,
still
I'm an elven badass, so I assume I
You
can
hear
this.
the- you hear
I
the
can hear the
entire
entire conversation.
Yes.
Great. Okay, great. I'm gonna let you finish.
You say that?
No, I'm just in JourneyQuest. The shot is the face listening and the anger that grows, but
Yes.
you know,
Then for Glorian, it's just the obliviousness and the
yeah.
honor. Yeah.
I thought for sure the guards would have taken care of him at the gate, and I gave him the most bullshit excuse ever, and they let him walk.
Language.
Right. Sorry, but you understand.
I do.
Like, it was a crap excuse. they should have stopped him, and the golems were all like, "Oh yeah, on your way."
We're gonna. This will definitely come up in security review. I did get Brash getting punched out on Crystal though, so that was grand.
How
In
much
fact, I'm
do you
just gonna
want for a
love this.
copy of it? I'll give you everything. Everything I own.
Just pass the test. Just pass the test. Take the yellow, usher them back on their way, and recommit yourself to your studies. We're going to need you here for the summer session to catch up. You have a few remedial courses to pass.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna check out a spell book before, after the test. If I, assuming in advance.
Just take mine.
Really?
Yes.
But this has got some. This has got great.
It's
spells
my own
in it.
personal spells.
I know.
Spell book. All right, just give it back when you pass the test.
Yeah, I will.
All right.
Right after. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So garden? Is that what we're...
Well, that's actually our only option, as we actually can't get back to where we were.
What?
Pardon?
I'm not there. I'm not there.
You're not there?
Not there.
So you go to the garden, is that it?
Well, I would like to chase. Can I chase? Do they just disappear?
They don't disappear, they go towards the door that goes everywhere.
Yeah, no,
No.
I'm not letting them out that door.
She looks at you, and then she kind of frowns, and then you're standing in a garden. With these two, who are wearing sailor outfits.
What? Where's my armor?
It's under your sailor outfit.
So,
Oh,
how
good.
about that elf maid, right?
She's like, I mean... Usually my bread's not buttered on that side, but
I didn't think mine was either, but I think I might have a thing.
I didn't think yours was either. Now study your damn spells.
I am.
What have you got? Let me see.
Oh, check this out. This one looks like it makes clothing. This one,
Conjure milk?
that's conjure silk. No, that is milk. That is milk.
You could become the most popular cheesemaker.
Or alternatively, think if I was going to be like a town wizard, I could make milk for babies, like a really expensive midwife.
A lactomancer.
That's ridiculous.
That is pretty ridiculous.
But it's a spell.
Fine, study it. Your test is at sundown. So, meanwhile, you're in the garden. The magical flowers are dancing for your amusement. They actually seem to be getting bored and annoyed with dancing for your amusement. But Gorian has been laughing the entire time.
This is delightful.
It's like, la, 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 Jesus Christ. I don't even know who that is.
Continue dancing, flowers.
If only I
need to
could
come up
take
with
this
a
with
plan.
us every... Our plan. Our plan is...
Full of petals and pollen.
So what exactly was said? I couldn't hear anything.
Well, we can't.
Whoa.
We can't get back to where we were.
Take me now,
He has to take a test this evening or something.
Take me now, B.
We're not waiting for him to translate the scroll. We're waiting for him to take the stupid test.
Okay.
And I don't. Do you know where we are? Do you know where we are?
Well, it's
I'm
certainly...
enjoying flowers dancing and singing.
One of them's smoking.
What is that flower doing?
I never...
Oh, sorry. It was my break. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I don't believe there's a flower unit.
Oh, my God.
So
a little skunk comes up to you and says, yet again, now would you like to go and see the little forest creatures do their play?
I mean, kind of.
Yes, lead on.
Finally, Jesus Christ. I also don't know who that is.
This is delightful.
So you're having trouble following the plot.
Sure.
But it looks like the rabbit has betrayed the skunk.
Oh.
And the skunk is unaware of the rabbit's betrayal, and the otter is going to be killed on account of it.
Skunk, you should not put up with this. This is dishonorable, Skunk.
You see the skunk visibly sigh.
Gloria, we...
Skunk,
You can't
honor
affect
demands that you challenge the rabbit? The rabbit.
This is a fantasy. It's just that they...
No, it's very real. They're up there. They're doing this.
While he's arguing with
There are
forest
relationships
creatures,
in play.
putting on a play, I would like to use my buff for the glimpse of destiny.
Yes.
Is this
Skunk,
even? Am I
smite the
even,
rabbit,
like,
Skunk.
You
I
get
should just walk out right now,
you get
right?
an overwhelming sense that the wizard is the way towards the destiny.
Okay. Then I'll just
You, go into,
quietly
you,
sit
you basically go into that sense of reverie, almost a meditation, where you
Yeah.
kind of focus yourself, reach out with your, become part of the stream of consciousness, and you get the resounding yes in
Yeah.
the magic 8-ball that is your brain.
So we have to wait for the wizard.
Yes.
Hell, she's doing it.
All right, Skunk, I'm going to give you my dagger. Use it to kill the rabbits.
Dude, you're not allowed to talk to the doctor.
Says who?
Says, what? Oh my God, the art form.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me an audience cannot interact with the subject of the play?
The otter's like, we can improv. It's fine.
See? Listen to the otter.
Meanwhile,
Side story for you, Matt. When the quest is over, Glorian opens up an animal theater.
I was giggling very much about the idea of Glorian yelling at forest creatures.
That's what's happening right now.
All right, sorry. Anyway, so we're waiting for Perf.
all right, so
And you, Vole in the background, what are you doing?
he's like, I'm the stage manager.
It's like calling cues.
Not supposed to be able to see me. He digs into his pokes his head out.
Let's spell one. Let's spell two. Stand by.
Guys, let's do this campaign. Let's just go.
The mole finally says, forget it with the murder mystery, just do the can-can thing. And now they're all dancing again, and that's...
Delightful.
Meanwhile, I'm studying the scroll in my peculiar way where I hold it up to the sun and flip it around.
Okay. Night, the sun begins to dip down. And you hear a knock on the door. It's the knock that means it's not one of the persons that was already himself knocking, basically saying, come to the other room. You open the door to the amphitheater. And you're on the stage there. And you can see the professor and a few of your other teachers who are here, sitting in the audience. Then you hear, woo! You got this, P! It's magnanimous. She stands up. She's painted a big P on her chest. She's topless, by the way. Indomitable's there, too. He's like, I'm not
Put
standing.
those away, Max.
I'm not standing. And Potent is there, too, but he's studying.
Good.
So, Adequate says, your first spell.
For my first spell today, I will be performing a simple conjuration to prove my proficiency in the school of conjuring.
Worst audition opening.
All right, roll it.
Behold, milk.
We have 7 + 1s. By the way.
Good.
Oh no, we got more. We have 8 + 1s.
Okay, so
Good. Well, I'm going to use 4
okay.
to cast my spell.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, Jack.
So you conjure, and a stream of milk goes squirting out of your hand.
Addy duck.
Across the stage, it lands there. Adequate stares at it for about 6 seconds before looking up. Your friends.
Confused crowd.
Adequate says that is a
Spell?
well, you took conjury pass fail, so that's a pass. I understand you also have a bit of enchantment.
Yes. Yes, I've been working on this one.
And she just kind of spreads her hands. And
I ripped my robe open.
she looks and says,
Revealing the new
when did you get a
tattoo.
tattoo?
Oh, right. Behold! Mend! No,
Not even
it
with
did not work.
4 of them.
No!
Oh.
So low is my skill.
Your pants legs sew together. Make a body check.
Oh, man.
Body check? Just
Yes.
straight body check?
Straight body.
No.
Down you go. Just BAM! On your face.
I continue to spell prone. My second attempt. Mend, I say! But this time I put a snap into it.
Oh, you snap.
Yeah.
All right.
3 and 5 is 8. If I use 2, I make it.
Okay.
right.
As you roll over on your back and
Man!
sit up, it starts together, and Adequate goes, "Hey, very good. You did have one. One fault there. You have 2 more left, but 2 successes. Very good. That's when Mag's. All right. Holy shit! Come on, man. You're one there. You're one more away. Woo! Come on, do the thing. Dom's like, I'm not going to do the thing. Do the thing. Dom's like, fine. He opens his robe. There's an E.
Thanks, Tom.
Potent's like, you might have this. And so Adequate then says, all right, that's very good. You've demonstrated 2 high magics. You need a low magic for your final.
Enchantment.
You just did enchantment.
No, I did sorcery, didn't I?
Sorcery. You did do sorcery. Says, that's right. You said enchantment and then performed sorcery.
Mend is a sorcery
Yes.
spell.
Okay.
I got it off the sorcery shelf. That's legit, as far as I know. This one is definitely, probably enchantment.
This is, I was going to call in other faculty to watch you do sorcery, but whatever. Fine. Enchantment. Let's see it.
Enchantment. This is known as Vagu.
I'm not familiar with Vagu.
I believe I need a subject. Maybe.
Woo! Yells Mag. Magnanimous. I'm here for you, Perf!
We have a rule about nipples on stage.
Sorry! Not on stage!
Anybody else who doesn't have their breasts out.
Potent's like, God damn it, fine. Potent's now next to you. In his green robe.
Okay. Vagu.
Do what now?
Oh, it's Vagu. It's the scroll.
It's vague.
It's vague. Vague! It's vague. Okay, appointed subject. Wave. Got this. I got this. I don't need the scroll. Everything's good. Everything's good. Okay. Vague. 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 I just gotta say vague. I made it. First try.
So you cast, there's the ripple goes out, the magic potential. There is a state change. You can feel it. Potent can too. He looks up at his professor.
Tell me how you feel. Tell me what kind of wizard I am.
With the kind of the stuff. There's the thing where you try. Lots of try. Yes.
Vague.
And Adequate's like, holy crap, he did it. And it's like it's genuine applause right now. Pote opens his shirt and he's got RF on it. All right. P-E-R-F. Yeah. We tried to spell superfluous, but we didn't have enough limbs.
No, or friends.
Actually, that's what Magnanimous says. Pote just says Meambo Dogface to the banana patch.
And for some reason, everyone knows what that means.
Yeah. All right, so did you see this? She says, Adequate's like, I will never cease to be amazed.
So, amazing then?
No, you're still superfluous, but
Okay.
nice new color. Your robe is yellow.
Oh, God.
All right.
Wow, I hate yellow.
Report to remedial augury in the morning. First thing. We got a lot to go over.
Yeah, I would imagine.
All right. Good. Well done. Go talk to your friends now. They need to get back out of here.
Yes, I'm on my way. Quick translation, no big deal.
Quick translation. No big deal.
I'm really glad I was around for that. That was very nice.
Mm-hmm. So the forest creatures are so tired. They're not even trying to hide that they're drinking now.
But I'm still loving it. This is great.
Dance more.
I'd like to have a talk back about the play.
They're sitting there. They're sitting. Yeah, you're sitting there after the play,
Yeah.
and the weasel's like, "No, man, you get that it's all about his reconciliation with his sister, right?"
No, it's an unresolved blood drama based on revenge and recrimination over generations.
Where did that start from? Oh my God! How are you this Perf comes out of the door to the garden, and he's wearing a yellow robe.
All right, let's translate.
Good.
Oh, thank goodness.
Something's
All right.
different about you.
Thank the Eris.
Yeah, I advanced
And
magically.
now, that's right. Now you are an undermage,
Uh-huh.
not an initiate. You can actually legally call yourself a wizard now.
I am a wizard now. Full-on wizard.
So, can you do the translation?
I'm a wizard.
Translate,
Nora.
wizard.
I think I can manage it. So, I was looking these over during my advanced magical studies this afternoon.
I think that's the third time he's mentioned that, by the way.
Yeah, it's really
Okay.
cute,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Nara's not saying that, Maggie's saying that.
During my advanced magical studies, I've been going over these, and this is a dialect of Orcish that is no longer in use in modern tribe speak.
Okay.
It's going to require a little bit more looking into.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess what I'm asking, really, is how far away is this door?
Well, from where we are now, very far away. But from where we were, it was quite close. But
Okay.
that got...
Okay, so if we go back through the facet, you'll be near enough to get back to that door in how long?
Oh, it only took us, what, like an hour to get to town or something?
Oh no, a couple of days.
A couple days? Okay.
Yeah.
So a few days.
Yeah.
But you had horses back at the inn, and he doesn't
Right.
look like he would slow. You could ride double with someone. It's not going to slow him down.
So here's the thing.
put it on patio.
I start advanced augury in the morning. Nobody's here to know that I'm lying. That's good. Anyway, these advanced placement courses are very demanding, and my studies, if I want to keep advancing at this accelerated rate, I need to focus on those. You see, so I don't know if I can be gone a couple of days, but
I need you to come with me.
Well,
do you though? I mean, you're just going to show me a door that matches this rubbing that you gave me, right? Which I can study, in, say, I don't know, biggest library in the world with the biggest base of knowledge that a person could possibly have access to.
It just strikes you at that point, whoa, you're actually into the Undermage library now. It's like...
Oh, yeah, and I can get to the good levels. You know what I'm saying? Leather bound.
I'm hearing a whole lot of no.
Right. So just so we're all clear, we asked.
Skunk's like, we're done now. Let's just they walk off.
You asked for a translator.
Right, we asked for a translator in a place that was very close to what we wanted to, access.
Did it take you long to get here?
It sure didn't really, but now we seem to be very far away from where we were.
No, but hey, man, I will get you back to where you're going. I want you to succeed. I want you to come back and visit when you're done. I want to hear all about your adventures. That'll be great.
Right. Yeah.
Big fan of your hero work.
Thank you.
So you,
How do you not have a bard following you? You are, wow.
yeah. Thanks. So you're just gonna send us back with no new information and no help at all.
Right, so complete waste of time.
Whoa.
Soul check.
I just made it.
What he said about it's just going to be the same thing you showed me on the door. You instructed you that you have not told him, but intentionally. The bit about how the door makes no sound when wrapped seems to suck up all vibrations, and the assumption was that's some sort of magical effect.
That's right. Yes. I would like to relay all that information to him.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was really hoping I could just say I relayed that information.
We got 52 minutes to burn, so no.
So, Perf, I actually, you have to come with us to the door.
Say it again.
You have to come
No,
with us.
my name.
Oh, this is wonderful.
All right.
Perf, The door, I think the door is a magic door.
Yeah, no, if it absorbs sound, it is a magic door or maybe a foam one.
It's not
Is
foam.
it foam?
No.
Yeah, magic then.
Perf, I have a destiny and I have to complete it. And I need you to come with me because I know that you're part of the destiny.
Ooh,
Wow.
That's new information to me. Saddle up, partner.
So you want me to join your adventuring party?
I need you to come with us to the door.
To the door, which is a 2-day ride from the town that we were just in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're going into an ancient temple where there's presumably ancient orcs.
All dooms.
Oh, one of those.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you want to go to the Temple of All Doom?
We are going to the Temple of All Dooms.
Well,
No, you're not. big
Oh,
guy.
yes, we are. Yes, we are.
no, we actually have a really good chance of actually finding it. I know that a lot of people search for the Temple of All Dooms, but actually we are very close.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I've heard of lots of parties getting like really, really close to Archon Luor, and then
Well, we're
just
going to
deciding
actually
give up,
do it.
you know? That's not a thing, guys. It's not. I mean, I'm not saying it's a myth.
He
Okay.
sounds like he needs some encouragement.
He doesn't need your encouragement.
Not yet.
What are you talking? Okay, first of all, there's no there's no Temple of All Dooms.
Yes,
No.
there is.
No, it's a legend. The sort of fighting is first of all one of the more ridiculous legends that exists.
It is.
I'm going to get that sword.
And do what with it?
I'm going to save the world.
I mean, okay, that is, I think, what it's supposed to do. Maybe
It's my destiny.
it's not real. I mean, I believe you. Like, obviously, we have to go and we need to find and take care of this destiny. But I mean, it's not really the Temple of All Doom.
Let's assume maybe that we've actually been doing this for a long time, exhausted lots of research, and
Slaughtered thousands of orcs.
we've really, gotten actually very close. And if we discovered, even though we've had a lot of conversations, that it was not correct, not true.
It's a false temple. I'm telling you right now, false temple, false temple, false temple. How do I know, you ask? And it's not magic, because the answer magic would be far too easy. It's not magic. Here's how I know. If you are going to build a temple to guard a weapon that is supposed to, destroy the kings of a kingdom next door. I know. It's cool.
The Wicked Kings.
Yep. Okay. Fine.
The squirrel's like, yeah, we got that.
If we're gonna build a temple, are we gonna build that temple 2 days ride outside of Port City? A major port city?
Well, the city might not have been
You think
there.
anybody else would have looked for it? I mean, obviously the kings are gonna be looking for it, right? They're gonna be looking. You think they haven't checked that place yet? It's 2 days ride outside the
I
town.
think, Wizard, with all your new access to knowledge, you can probably help us find where the Temple of All Dooms might be.
You would have to venture deep in the wilderness, because there is no way that temple is anywhere near a populated area.
You should go into your new library with your new access and find us where the temple will be.
That could take days. What are you going to do in the meantime?
There's a theatrical troupe down here that I am dying to see more work from.
I'm not doing 2 shows.
I mean,
I'm not. This Matt and Island and an Ilbin performance. It's crap.
I'm happy. I can take a look around.
7 shows a week. It's in your contract.
Perf, I need you to do it. I need you to look around. I need you to help us, and I need you to come with us.
And I want to help you.
Then do it.
See? He has our
It's not as simple as just do. I'd have to get leave from the Wizardium, and they need me here for my studies. For my studies, brother Carrow. Isn't compassion like a hallmark of you people?
It sounds like he needs them more than they need him.
But this is going to be, we've already done most of the work. It's going to be a very short trip. You'll be back in a week, 2 weeks.
Couple weeks.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's not going to be long.
Tops.
I could probably get a small sabbatical if I
See?
agree
sounds-
to do. If
Courage.
I do catch up,
He has agreed.
I would have to do catch-up studies. I have to.
Why would
get
you need to study ketchup?
That's not what I meant. I need to get permission. I'm not exactly the top dog around here. I'm a little lower on the totem pole than you might realize.
Have you been deceiving us about yourself?
No.
All right.
Okay. So I heard a yes. You heard a yes?
Oh, yes.
All right. So he's on the line for a yes.
No, that's
There was even a hint of bravery there.
okay. That's just not true.
I heard it.
I mean, I have a brave soul. I've been told that my heart is strong like a lion,
Mm-hmm.
and that is true.
That is probably not true.
But I have not, tasted a battle.
I will taste all the battle. In fact, it's
So
best
you
if
do
I
the
do.
fighting then,
Indeed. All the fighting.
and I don't have to taste any battle.
No, he pretty much takes care of it. Yeah.
So what
More
are the-
so than is necessary, frankly.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely necessary.
So we've got protection for this whole 2-week trip.
Yes.
Mhm.
And we have plenty of supplies back in the
Mhm.
horses, which is a bit of a problem now.
Oh, yeah. I'm not really a horse guy. That's okay. That's okay. I will learn. I'll learn for you guys. I'll learn for you.
We'll find him a pony.
He
You know, I'm a regular sized man.
You said you didn't like horses. I thought a pony might.
A pony is actually just a type of horse. It's a little smaller.
It's a smaller horse for a smaller person.
I'm a regular sized person.
Really? Are you really?
I think so. Yeah. I need to go. I need to go talk to Master Adequate, and
Please hurry.
I'm gonna get back here as fast
We'll
as I can.
expect you soon.
All right. Now, if you can't find me for whatever reason, remember, good things come to those who wait. Bye.
So you're still in the garden.
Yep.
So,
Wait, you can't. You gotta wait for him to come back.
Mr. Squirrel, what else do you have?
You're talking to a squirrel teamster right now?
Yeah.
Who's doing breakdown for the set?
So
What's who's looking at?
I don't know what you want
from me, buddy.
what's coming in next?
No, I don't know.
Really?
I think there's some vixens who are going to do some striptease. I'm not sure.
Well, I'd like to talk to the managing director.
yeah.
This lack of publicity is simply unacceptable.
Buddy. I can get you in at the hollow log.
I am intrigued.
So you go in through the every door, and which leads immediately to the crystal ball chamber, where Adequate and the other black robes who are there seem pretty kind of like in what they're doing. Shh. What? You don't need to whisper. What?
You said shh, so I was quiet.
Shut. What is it?
All right.
Undermage.
So, thank you. The elf maid and her party
Yes.
are looking for the sword.
Oh, one of those.
And
Is this important? We have a crisis going on back in the town.
they want me to come with them to this place. This is a rubbing
I
from
can't.
a door that they
Are you going back? Where are you going? Are you going back to Hartford Mead?
Yeah,
Then get them to the foyer.
right, but I'll be gone a couple of weeks.
Yeah, fine.
So I need a leave of absence so I don't get expelled while I'm... Okay.
You're fine. We're under. We're suspending school for the summer session.
Really?
Go.
I get back. All right, it took some convincing. But,
You can come with us.
yeah, they suggested that they took somebody who really knows Orcish custom, and I studied that for like 3 years.
So you smell fish and sea breeze again. The temperature drops, and you hear the calls of gulls and screams and flames.
So enthusiastic.
As the tower lands in the park and the Madronas are on fire, there's a whole bunch of berobed people outside as the gates. The moment they open, the flood of them start coming in.
Oh my
Screaming.
god.
these are villagers that are coming inside?
No, these are the initiates and such who were off.
Oh,
The villagers and what would come in seem to hit a shimmering barrier, and then start screaming even more and pushing on nothing as the wizards slip by them to get into space.
I see flames.
This is new.
Yeah.
this wasn't
I
here
hear
before.
the cries of the innocent.
What are they running from?
Well, you can't really see from here because there's a wall of bodies coming, trying to
Okay,
get
I'm
in
gonna.
the camp.
Can I scale the walls?
Yes, but they're spiky. But you're fine. Yeah, go for it.
I'm an elf.
Yes, you are.
Elven badass.
So from up above,
Well, roll it.
You have to roll your elven stuff skill.
my elven stuff skill. I don't have a number for my elven stuff skill.
Elven stuff skill.
Ooh, I had one of those when I was
Wait,
a
you
kid.
don't?
Elven
Let me
stuff
see that.
skill, and I don't care. Elven
might
stuff
have
skill, and I
mistyped it.
don't care.
No, you're right. That sucks.
It's like a generic Teddy Rubskin.
Well, roll something and lie to me.
I got a 12.
Good. So you climb to the top of the, of the fence and look out, and you see the stuff you saw from earlier. There were the carts where the street vendors were. There's the gallows with a bunch of gnawed remains of bodies around it, and shambling undead, and the doomsayer perched atop yelling, "See! See! You were found lacking in the side of Vieras, who somehow has confused me for one of you, and therefore has not taken mercy, Vieras! Plague of undead! Yeah.
You can get out of the commotion, no problem.
I mean, we should try to get our horses.
They're back at the Briny Bastard.
Yeah.
There's a plague of undead.
Well, I mean, you don't know how widespread. You're looking up there, and she's like, "Oh yeah, there's undead."
Yeah. Can you protect us as we go?
You could do that. The turn undead, you could actually rebuke them and send them away, or basically you could also sort of sanctify the ground or an object with you that would then create a radius that is painful and too holy for the undead.
Well, can I do that to my holy symbol?
That you can.
All right.
Roll it.
Zombies, banana. 14.
So you just hit it.
I just hit it.
Just hit it. So maybe you're a bit shaken from the sight of it, but it glows up, and the bubble's about a 6-foot diameter. So there's enough room for all of you to crowd in it.
All right, everybody, group hug.
Wait, really?
All right.
Well, no, I'm just, you stay with me is what I'm saying.
Yes.
So you press through the throng of screaming people, some of which have turned and are fighting in the back. Some of them you see are being bitten on and are in the process
This is
Really
really gross.
turning. But as you
Yeah.
come close to them, the zombies scream and flee in whatever direction that they can.
I was worried this was going to be one of those heroic adventuring parties. I'm really glad that we're just walking through this.
Now, people scatter once and once it seems like the last of the mages has gone through. There's a shimmer, and the Wizardium disappears again. And then people fall through into the empty garden space and start to try to get the gates closed on the other folk who are either already bitten or the zombies coming over the horde. Thankfully, they're ignoring you because you basically have zombie off.
Right. Can I do that spell more, but like in cones or something?
You can try, yeah.
Okay.
What do you exactly do? What is the effect you want to achieve?
Well,
Wants to turn them undeads.
I mean, like, we're keeping the zombies away from us in a
Yes.
6 meter radius or 6 foot.
6 foot.
Okay. But I'd also like to help some of these people, especially because like maybe once they figure out what's going on, they might kind of go to me.
You could sanctify the ground in the garden there.
Ooh, I like that. All right.
Mike.
Is that smite?
No, but
No. Okay. Oh, I can smite.
Yeah.
But that's to one single thing, isn't it? No, it's not like a.
Put more juice in it for a
You're
group.
not Crash Jackson. You can't smite them all.
Okay. Well, let's.
No one is.
Hacksaw is not a thing.
What was it? What was the spell of the sanctify
You
ground?
can sanctify the ground in that area where they've barricaded themselves.
Okay.
Or around the fence or the like.
All right. I'll absolutely do that. And it at the end of the spell, it looks like a hero kind of like jump and then kind of punching the ground.
Okay.
The superhero landing.
The superhero landing, yeah.
I bet that looks amazing.
That is 7. So.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
get it. You just boom! The entire park lights up in blue and silver light that seems to come out of nowhere. The zombies that are trapped in it just incinerate. Ah, they're gone. Some people, you see them scream as parts of their bodies that had the bites on them are infused with holy fire that burned them, and you can see the limbs burning, but they don't burn off. But when, as in, it's not consumed.
As
when
though
it
the
stops,
infection is burning away out
the
of
infection's
them.
burning away,
Yeah,
they
that's
collapse
cool.
on down. So you're feeling the light of Vieras go through you. You are his vessel. You are a conduit of divine
Yeah.
energy to work his miracles upon the world. And you also got to let him know this savior was brought to you by Vieras. Remember,
So
you're
Nara-
alive now
I
because
was gonna
of
say, like, that's some magic.
So Nara, Brother Handsome's got some juice. Did you see?
yeah. You're feeling
Thank you, yeah.
pretty jazzed right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you feel?
Right there, they're like, we can feel.
That's pretty badass, actually.
Yeah, so now they're holding the gates open. People are yelling, "Come on, come in, come in!" To the glowing ground is still
Yeah.
glowing.
I do some quick combat conversions. Now we're like, Vera blesses you, Vera blesses you, Vera blesses you.
Thank you, thank you. Ah, thank you. Ah. Yeah, you're gonna pack the rose on Friday, which is your holy day. Not Sunday. It's not called Friday. I'm not that deep in the lore yet.
Didn't you write a calendar?
Shut up. Yeah, so so it seems that you can still hear. There's other parts of the town that seem to be burning. It doesn't look like the entire town is on fire. It looks like this is a place where people were clustered, because obviously they'd been here before. You don't know if the gallows and the doomsayer very quietly changes his coat and gets down and walks into the holy space, trying to keep his face hidden. But this looks like where something happened. There were again nod bodies there. You're guessing the zombie got loose and started biting people. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't explain why there seems to be other areas of the town that are on fire, and you still hear screams in some of those other spots.
So are we under attack?
I'm not under attack.
I meant the town.
Don't care.
Really?
Mostly.
Wow. What if it's being attacked by orcs?
Oh, I would find those orcs and I would slay them.
Good to know.
All right, what do you
Are
do?
there orcs?
You are quite,
No, really. Are there orcs?
Let's find out.
You are quite a bit away from any of the
Yes.
town gates, but you're not that far from the docks and the Briny Bastard.
Great, we need to go there to get their horses.
Yep.
That's right. Okay, so you head through the town towards the Briny Bastard. It's easy to make your way because, stuff's on fire. You see some people screaming, "Ah!" this way, and Brian, you're like, "That way to the mercy of Vieras." Occasionally a zombie goes by, it's like, "Ah, ooh." Like, "Ah, ooh, my bad." You turn the corner to the Briny Bastard, and there is a hole, there's a couple holes in the roof of the stable. You also hear strange moan whinnies coming from the inside.
Zombie horses.
Yep, pretty much. The zombie horses come up. You can see
Oh God.
zombie Steve-O or Carl
Zombie
is in
Carl.
there as well.
Steve-O, no!
And make perception or spot or notice checks,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Also, while we're making this checks, we have about half an hour left. We do still have a rule of cool.
I know.
I don't notice anything.
And you guys at home, if you joined us, the more you up your pledges or back this Kickstarter, we get game effects to happen.
What kind of game effects are those?
They're good ones.
Welcome to Game FX.
For every $100 we get +1. If we get to 48,605, you guys get a hack attack.
Oh, let's keep it below that.
No,
Next half hour.
you don't want that because it's a Kickstarter, you see. Damn it. We need that money to make your movie. We do.
We do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we totally do. All right.
I beat my
There were
notice check
many
this.
meetings.
Brian and I stopped working for free in 2010.
Burn?
I'm just letting you know where that line is.
Is that technically a cell phone?
That line is 8 years ago.
8 years ago. Fair enough.
Cool.
All right, so I got 17.
Okay.
I beat mine by 6.
You beat yours by 6. So you see inside the stable a couple of splotches where underneath the holes in the roof.
Mm-hmm.
One of them just looks like someone threw a gigantic bag of soup and bones. The other one is a zombie with no legs that's crawled away from a big splatter on the wall.
Okay. Like it was chucked
Like
in
it
here.
was chucked in here and
Or
from a
dropped.
distance. Or dropped. And then looks like, based on the chewing pattern on the horse's legs and the big horsey bite on Carl's face, you're able to put the rest together.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we'll have to find other horses.
Yeah.
So we're on foot then.
Or we find other horses.
In the middle of the burning town.
We should probably just get out of here.
Yeah, horses aren't super common. Port town. What do they do? Boat them in?
There's a whole lot of land over there.
That's true.
Yeah, we could go. Let's go find more horses. I mean, it's not like we can go on a quest without horses. Because who would do that? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
That is silly.
I mean, it's not like horses are prohibitively expensive.
Right. Right.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Yeah.
It's cathartic, actually.
I don't know. I don't know. Shooting with horses is tough.
Oh, you mean filming?
Yeah. See, it's Matt, not Gloria. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan sure does. Okay.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, yeah. I ate so many goldfish. And not even the cracker kind.
Oh.
So,
Goldfish.
we are, so not all the zombies have been taken care of, just most
Well,
of
the
them?
ones around you, there's still other sections of town. Again, it's not
Yeah.
like the entire town is engulfed in flames and it's a total Walking Dead situation. There are
Right.
little pods of them here and there.
Okay.
Looks like it's in the process of an outbreak.
Okay, well, I have a bit of a responsibility to kind of quell this. I should have taken care of it before, but the wicked soldier was all frowny at me. So I have to clean up someone else's mess. I don't know if you want to continue. I don't think you do. But if you do, I can't stop you. I'll be doing
I
that.
feel like we should go together as a party, though. We should stay as a group.
Oh yeah, you guys should do that.
Are staying
You
here.
will
Why?
be staying with us.
This has nothing to do with an orcish door, near as I can tell.
Well, this is just a hurdle in the road.
That is an excellent point. Let me make a counterpoint very quickly. Now, say, and I run. I have run. I run.
Okay, you
I
take off out of the bubble of protection from the undead.
That was a
Screaming.
mistake, person.
Screaming.
Yeah.
So Perf goes screaming off towards the nearest town gate, I presume.
I'm actually going to. I'm going towards the docks.
Towards the docks.
Yeah, I can get out on a boat and get just 50 feet on the water because those zombies, although they can walk along the bottom, they can't swim.
Mm-hmm.
I can just wait this out.
Okay, so Perf takes off
can't
towards the dock.
Yeah, and being the first time that Perf has run away, I will follow.
All right. He's got a pretty decent head start.
Yeah, but I'll learn my lesson eventually, but
But not today.
All right.
not the first time.
You're no longer near me.
Carrow,
Big a problem for
Sitting
you.
here in your circle of holy light and protection.
Yeah, I mean, a good 50 yards out. I'll stop. Oh yeah.
Make a mind check.
Yes, right on.
20 yards from Carrow, you realize that you would be going into zombie-infested territory, but you also realize his holy symbol is the thing protecting the group.
Yeah. So I go back.
No, I'm just saying you could...
I know what yeah. Yeah, that's what I do want to do. Is
Okay.
just run up to him and grab him by the
holy
medallion and start pulling.
Okay, so you're not going to actually rip it off him, you're just going to pull him?
Yeah.
Okay,
For
so
now.
she grabs you by the holy symbol and...
We have an interesting working relationship.
Okay.
Okay.
Florian, I assume you've been standing out boredly slaughtering zombies that wander too near.
Basically, yeah. Killing zombies is still honor, so.
Fractions of honor.
They're like blue orcs, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
They're basically like bonus points.
Yeah.
They call them blorks.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's pulling you towards the docks. It's sort of a run walk. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Perf, you get closer to the docks. You're doing your thing. You're sliding around zombies, darting this way, darting that. You get to the docks, which are really brightly lit. Must be the moon. No, the ships are on fire.
Oh, no, that's bad.
That is bad.
Okay.
The ships are on fire. Where are
She
you
says
going?
as she catches up.
Maybe you can help with that while we're taking care of the zombie situation.
Yeah, I'll work on getting the fire put out.
Right.
While you handle the
Yeah,
zombies.
cast a spell and make the fire go
You know,
out.
because you're a real wizard now.
I'm sensing snark from you, Carrow. I'm sensing snark, and I don't appreciate it. It hurts. Right here.
I don't know what I'm deadpanning, but it's happening. All right.
Just here. I am honor! Like way off in the distance.
Oh, yeah.
Just slaughtering.
We forgot about him again.
Well, at least he slows them down. He just kind of multiplies the bits that want to bite things.
True.
Not my problem.
Oh! All right. So, foom.
Womb indeed.
Are we doing initiative or what?
What? Tell me what exactly.
So here's my plan.
Okay.
Now those barrels, they're full of herring. Now herring swim in water. Water is wet.
As we all know.
I could hide in one of those barrels, and even if the fire got to me, I wouldn't burn.
Okay.
I mean, I would start cooking.
As water goes, it's really wet. Yeah. Really amazingly wet.
Some of the wettest.
We have
some of the
another.
wettest as far
We
as
now have
water
3 +
ever.
1s.
I'm just saying, I could hide. I can wait it out in one of those barrels
Okay.
until they have forgotten about me, and the fire will take care of itself eventually. It's on water. It's not like it's going to burn down the ocean.
That is rather strained logic, but okay.
Is it burning down the docks, though? I mean,
They haven't hit it yet. The docks are. The ships seem to be on fire. Some of the warehouses around it.
No,
are
I mean,
on
I'll
fire.
stop momentarily to wonder, how did these fires start?
Don't they coat barrels in oil in order to kind of seal them?
Yeah, they did. Roll the mind check.
Darn close.
We have 3 +
Burn
1s.
any points?
I'll burn one, yeah.
All right.
So it strikes you as you look around
Thank you, chat.
the town. You see the different burn patterns. It looks like fires that were intentionally set to stop a forest fire, in a way, to burn inward to consume fuel. Like it's being a controlled.
Like they're trying to stop the outbreak by burning down the town from the outside in.
Yes. And you can see the areas around the gates are not on fire. And actually, even from here, you can see in the very, very far distance, because there's enough light, glints as of off of a number of shields, off of helmets, whatnot. It did strike you. It was like, wait a minute, we did see the Wicked Army was here earlier. There's a contingent of them. They're not now.
And they're not helping.
That's not the
we
Wicked
don't know that
Army.
they're
Is that the Wicked Army?
I mean, you would imagine if anyone.
Can't I tell their pointy little helmets or whatever they
You're
wear?
looking at a distance of miles. Yeah, you assume it's them because it's a uniform kind of reflection. The helmets are all the same, the shields are all the same.
That hole in the thatched roof with a half zombie.
So this isn't necessarily an attack. It's like a...
Did they chuck the zombie into the town? Like catapult?
Well, I don't think we know the information that Perf knows right now.
Oh.
Right. You see him. He's been staring longingly at the barrels for quite a while.
I could fit in one of those bad boys so easy.
And then he looks over at the town and sees.
Wait a minute. These fires didn't start themselves. That zombie didn't put itself in town.
What she says out loud.
Oh.
Oh, well then I'm gonna look and use my awesome elven eyes and be like, oh yeah, it's this, is it the Wicked
Oh, it's
army?
totally the Wicked Army.
And do they have a catapult? Are they chucking zombies?
You'd have to get higher to see.
I do.
Okay, so you climb up the side of a
tree, a house, a thing, whatever. I'm a
house.
climber.
Yeah, you climb up top. You peer across, and you can see as your vision goes out a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, what your elf eyes see?
Excellent elven vision. Yeah, it looks like the Wicked Army is there, but they've created a front. They're waving people towards. Behind it, there's a whole bunch of like barrels and hay and whatnot that they've set up there. It's burning that way. They're stabbing zombies that are coming towards them, but they're on top of the wall as well, both facing towards the town and facing out, and they're looking out a bit frantically as well.
But they're letting people through who are not bitten.
Yes, it seems to be. Make another notice check.
Yeah. Beat it by 9.
So that's when you see, from outside, you hear as well. You hear a series of heavy twangs, like of catapults.
Yeah.
And a bunch of flailing bodies go flying over the town wall. A couple of them hit the Cathedral of Vigueras, one like right into the bell. Dong! Another one goes over to the harbor, hits one of the unburning ships in the sail and slides down it. Like breaks at a hostile angle,
Are the
lands,
flying
and starts
bodies, are
crawling
they
around.
burning also? Nope. Okay, they're just bodies.
No, but they're getting. I mean, the impression I would get is that they're being stabbed and then chucked back in.
It's a weapons
they'll
test.
burn.
No, well.
It's a weapons.
It's a weapons test.
Yeah, they're that's what it seems like to me. Like they're testing some sort of a bioweapon. Throw a few zombies into town at strategic locations, populated areas, have them bite some people, then
Carrow knows a lot about undead.
Oh yes.
Yeah. In the land of Father All, how long is sort of the gestation period of getting bit to being a zombie?
Good question.
The zombie bite itself usually produces a fever that will kill within a day or so, unless it can be dispelled as a curse. It's not something that can be healed by non-magical means. If the bite itself kills, like it strikes a vital area or whatnot, it can rise very quickly.
Okay, so not like 5 minutes and you're a walker.
well, if you're bit and mortally wounded, yes.
Here's the thing. Left to sort of gestate on their own, it can take hours. There's some theory but sometimes it happens immediately. And one of the prevailing theories is when the Pale Lady herself is walking among them, breathing life into them. The arch nemesis of Vieras.
Yeah, not a big fan.
Don't worry, she's a myth.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, totally fake.
Just like the Earth.
it's okay.
Death and Glorian are on really good
you
terms.
literally just saw the prevailing power of my god.
I'm sorry, I'm a wizard. I have to be skeptical.
Alrighty. So,
I mean, it's just magic, right? This is our first discussion like this.
A zombie splats like right, not far from you, lands on the docks and kind of, it's like imagine a sack of moldy grapefruit and tomato sauce. It just kind of comes apart, but it lands and most of its torso is still intact. It's snapping.
Oh yeah. Would you say catapult or trebuchet?
Make a notice check.
Hell yes!
Okay, you notice it's got something painted on its chest.
Oh, look at that!
It's an orc sign.
it's an orc sign.
Yeah.
Oh. Which one?
It basically is, the rough translation is get stuffed, human.
That's what it says.
It is a bioweapon.
So,
do you know what this is, Glorian?
I'm nowhere near you.
Oh.
I'm slaughtering zombies.
Slaughter.
Hold on. Look! Orc sign!
I'll be right there!
Ding, ding, ding.
Honor is on the way!
this is unprecedented, right? I mean, like, this, do I have any kind of, even have read about...
Make a mind check.
Make a mind check?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That would be 11. And my mind is 7.
Okay.
We do have 2 points, but there's no point in
you don't
doing
have
it.
So you could only
Yeah.
fail by half. You're just incensed by this, the idea of weaponizing the undead.
Right.
These
Yeah,
poor
that's
souls
awful.
already.
Going off the rails. Also, at my first opportunity, I'm gonna, go get that other brother and like slap some sense into him.
What other brother?
The other brother that was like, "You are evil, the heiress."
That guy's a doomsayer. That guy's just an asshole. He's not a priest.
Oh, fun.
Can I?
Orcish necromancy.
I want to use my elven eyes again.
Not with that accent.
You gotta sound like
I'm gonna rustle me up some elf sense.
you gotta sound like Liv Tyler in Lord of the Rings.
Is it a catapult or a trebuchet?
Is that?
Doesn't matter.
Is that?
Yeah, how many people are manning it? It makes a difference depending.
You think you can catapult, definitely.
Okay.
You can't see them though, because just
I can't
the
see them.
angle, the angle of the
Okay.
town walls and whatnot.
So I can't shoot them.
No.
Okay.
Are they coming from a different direction other than the shiny wicked folk?
You can tell that just by the holes on the roof.
Yeah. See, look. That's just the one location and area. There's not.
Yeah, that seems to be mostly attacking from a section that is north of town. North is the direction you would have gone towards the Lost Hills.
So we're going towards orcs. Orcs with magic.
Hmm.
Or at least the ability to use other people's magic.
Okay, so
Unless zombies happen in nature and I'm just not aware of it.
am I around for this?
Well, you can roll your religion or history, and I can tell you.
Oh, right. No.
No.
Not even with a +2.
Not even you.
I got a 17 and my religion's 14.
Wow.
Oh, but you said you gave us another option, right? Religion and
History.
history. I don't have history.
You can roll it untrained as a mind.
History and religion are the same.
Yeah, you can roll it untrained.
For example,
Can I roll it on?
just made
Can I
my
roll it on
history
delusional confidence as soon as I
course.
stride up? Yes.
Ooh, actually.
Actually,
No
You beat that
way.
by 6.
I beat that by 6.
All
right.
That,
So it strikes me
hurts.
as you say, clearly, remember when the man with the mascara said there had been an outbreak of undead. These orcs must have captured them and are catapulting them into the town. Huzzah!
That one hurts. Oh man, we just got outsmarted by Gilbert.
Yeah, that
I think we can fight our way through them this way.
He points towards the water.
we now have 3 +1.
That's the ocean.
No, the other way. That way.
North.
Onward
North.
To the north.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to keep throwing. There was going to be a metaphor there, but like I want to stop the problem as opposed to try to bail out a sinking ship. Is what I'm saying. So yeah, north. That makes sense. Going forward.
Yeah.
So you head
do it.
north through the town, again away from a burning section. It seems like they were targeting the harbor. They've been targeting the middle of the town and such. So you're going through buildings of burning, people screaming, "Ah, zombies!" You go, "Ah, ooh!" Off to the side,
That's right.
your light's beginning to fade because the spell is wearing off. But you get through. Let's see. Do you get through? You do. You get through to the barricade where you can see there's the wicked phalanx there, behind the spears, and you see the captain up there on the wall looking over the side, looking back and whatnot, and back and looks down there, and some of the wicked phalanx is like, "Come on!"
We're coming.
They open up. You zip through. They close back up again.
Yeah.
All right. So we're on the other side of
Did you
that.
know that there are orcs?
Yes!
Okay.
You realize it's the wicked captain from before. He's standing on the
Oh,
top
really?
with a torch.
So why are you staying here instead of going after the army of orcs?
He says, "Well," and then an arrow hits him in the back of the head, and he falls forward into a pile of pitch barrels
Oh,
sod.
kaboom.
While holding a torch.
while holding a torch.
I run.
You can.
I do.
Everyone make a defense check.
Oh, God. Oh, I made it.
Yeah, I made that.
Oh, I missed it big time.
Oh, yeah, no, you did miss it big time.
I'm so far.
Missed it by 8.
Missed it by 8. Okay.
Yeah.
So Glorian decides to charge the barrels of pitch.
Make a notice roll. It's my favorite.
Well, I'm not hurt yet.
No, you're not.
Nope, I'm charging the barrels because that's what I do.
Charges the barrels. The resulting explosion is so loud it deafens you, takes out portions of the wall. Perfect. Flings you even. Where were you headed, by the way?
Unfortunately, north.
Towards
Okay.
the orc.
It was the only open area.
All right, so you land and take 17 damage outside the gates, rolling and bouncing a bit. Carrow, make a magic check.
Ow.
Magic.
Check!
Okay, that's a 9 and that's a 7.
That's
That's bad.
you probably want to
16.
burn some
It's
points.
16, but if you burn those two, you made your 14, so you're good.
Okay, burning two of them.
Oh,
Yes.
how many would you have left?
We have one left.
No, well,
you
after I
burn
burned
two.
Yeah, if you
Uno
burn
mas.
two, there's one left.
So you burn
Because someone
two,
just
you
got us up to
basically
6.
immediately go, Blessed Virus, pray for deliverance. And you feel the movement and the heat, but you are unscathed as you land on your feet by a smoldering wizard in a yellow robe, burned with ashes and blood on it. He helps himself
I kind
out.
of feel bad about
Nara,
this too. I feel like-
What?
what are you
It's your
doing to
turn.
avoid the explosion?
Well, oh God. I think I'm gonna. Well, wait. You're through the fire?
Yeah.
That's just what happened. But you just said they were burning yellow robes. But you ran off. You're gone.
And he took off, and the explosion flung him basically over the wall.
Right,
and
okay,
he
okay.
bounced a
Just
couple
happened.
times.
Sorry. Okay. Oh God, I want to run over to them. I think. Yeah.
Okay. How close were you to the? Were you hanging back? Had you crossed the phalanx?
As the only one who in here, said with a torch. The minute he started to go, I was moving
Roll.
away.
What?
I got a 4.
Okay, you slide yourself behind a group of these phalanx guys, basically down. They look down at you, and then there are pieces of them flying everywhere. But you're fine.
Yeah.
Glorian, you charge the explosions, and they go off in your face.
I'm engulfed in flame and
Make
destruction.
a notice check.
I rolled nice and high.
Nice.
So I fail my notice check by 6,
Which means you take.
which means I take no damage.
He
Takes no
he
damage.
takes the damage. He just ignores any
Just
ill
ignore
effects
any-
from it.
any-
So if he would be blinded or if he would be burning, he's just not.
So what happens? So there's this explosion. You're deafened. Perf, you land. You hear a, and Carrow's standing there. Nara comes running out of it, and then a burning body falls from the sky, bounces a couple of times, gets up, brushes itself off, and still burning, walks over to you and poses.
Gloria, you're on fire.
No, I'm not.
You're on. Oh God, is there? Can I grab a bucket? Can I put the fire out?
Got it. Conjure milk.
He sprays you with the smell of burning butter. It's actually quite pleasant. And it sautés the bits of man flesh still on top on your armor.
Honor.
Now you can see it because you burst through and the wall is down. That seems to be what they were waiting for. But you see a knot of howling orcs charging down at you. Warog!
Oh yes.
From there, anyone
That
make
means
a?
charge.
No, it doesn't. Does anyone have a local history or a orcish culture sort of check?
No,
Delusional
but we should.
confidence.
Word
Huh?
of the
Blanket heroism.
Oh,
No?
survival.
Okay. So Perf, you were just like, oh, and you can tell immediately by the shorn sides of heads, the warlocks, the different. They're not warlocks. Their
Okay.
locks are made for war. The war paints, the mismatched armor and whatnot. These are man cutters.
Oh, bad.
No, these are an orc. This is an orcish clan that mostly lives on this side of the mountains in the afterlands.
No.
Yeah.
They are the orcs that orcs tell their children
Yeah,
to go to
yeah.
bed, or they'll be afraid, or the man cutters will
Bad.
get you because they are sapivores. They will eat
Other
you.
races.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
bad.
they're charging towards you now from a bank of catapults.
Disgusting, uncivilized
Between you
creatures.
and the hills
Oh,
that you were going
gosh.
to go to,
Oh, no.
what do you do? You use a rule of cool. What's happening?
Oh.
Okay, we got to roll initiative.
So,
We do have to roll
roll initiative. The horde comes near you at a 13.
Oh my goodness, it's 7:53.
So here's how rule of cool works, everybody. We go in reverse initiative order. Whoever got the lowest initiative announces first. How it works is everybody gives their ideal situation for that round.
For the whole party or just for themselves?
For themselves.
Okay.
Like in the coolest possible way. So
Doesn't have to even make sense.
yeah,
It
you
rarely
do something
does.
in the most ability pushing awesome way you can. And then our chat room will vote on their favorite. The good part about winning initiative in the situation is you have the longest to think about what cool thing you're
Try
doing.
to outbid everyone else. in
Gotcha.
awesomeness.
Okay.
So what do we roll?
Yeah,
Give
you
me
automatically succeed if they vote for you. If they don't vote for you, you have to try you have to try it anyway, but at a -5.
All right, give me your initiatives.
31.
14?
14.
31, 14, 13?
No, 14.
14, 14?
What?
Yeah,
Roll off.
14 plus
Each of you
9.
roll and tell
Oh,
me
14
what
plus 9, my bad.
you 19, okay, never mind.
Because I got 11.
Oh, 14 plus 9, so
23.
you're 23, yeah.
23, all right. So
I got a 23 also.
we go in reverse initiative
And
order.
just because Liz put it in the chat, but so guys, for the chat, because they will be voting, she will list the numbers for you. All of you can vote for your number. They're going to count it up real quick, and that's who will have won.
Let's do it.
Do we have like our special things?
Yes, you still have your power-ups.
I mean, I used mine, but do we
Oh
have a
no,
second?
you don't have the.
This is pretending like you've got all of your
If
function.
you can do whatever the heck you want to.
Ah, okay.
Anything
This
that
is-
you
Actually,
think
no.
Carrow would be
Yeah.
awesome doing, you do.
We do have the.
So let's do it because we're running out of time.
you
We'll run the
absolutely
rule
get your
of
buffs
cool.
again, but yeah.
Carrow, you have the lowest initiative, so you bid first. What are you doing?
I raise my holy symbol aloft and like Men in Black, just kind of like, focus on my power and have a huge wave effect of forgetfulness. Charging orcs will just like forget what they're doing and not know who they are.
Ooh. All right.
Nice. With forgetfulness, Perf and Glorian are tied for 23. You're quicker, so your bid is next.
All right, Glorian will slowly stride toward the charging orcs, draw his sword at the very last minute, and in a whirl of blades and expletives will cut his way through every single one of them using his special favored enemy. Or he gets 20 damage to any orcs he attempts to slay, plus 20 damage to all attacks. Yeah, and then I have.
When he gets an automatic attack.
Yeah, so
you're going for one attack. To
yeah,
kill someone.
actually, I get 2 attacks if it's an orc. If I
Right.
drop an orc, I get 2 extra attacks. And bravery favors the brave, so that's kind of the last minute attack thing. Yeah, and I want
Village Destroyer.
yeah,
The village
Yeah.
slayer.
and I want 1648 by Sabaton playing in the background.
That seems fair. Better than Sex Panther.
It is better than Sex Panther.
All right, Perf. Your next bid.
Steel Panther.
Steel Panther. Okay, so what I see so far is big holy blast of forgetful energy and whirling dervish of doom. Okay, so I am going to give my best battle cry. I'm going to charge directly, behind him, on his flank, we are doing this. Right as that sword comes out, I'm going to veer off. Okay? And I'm going to go completely around this group of mane-cutting orcs and further off into the hills.
Keep running.
Leaving a clear trail, so to be followed. And if I can disable a catapult on the way, I'm doing that as well. But other than that, yes, I am running at the orcs, then around the orcs. That way the orc slayer has to fight through the orcs to get the delicious yellow wizard on the other side.
Fair enough. Nara,
Bless you.
your bid.
Okay, I don't know if this is how this works, but I'm gonna give it a go here. Because you're doing holy light, right? I know it's forgetfulness, but it's still holy,
Yes.
right? Okay, great. Which I assume is also has more power and chutzpah to it. Yeah, maybe.
There is much chutzpah in Holy Light.
Yeah.
Forget! Holy!
Okay, what I want to do is I want to take 3 arrows out, and then I want the arrow tips to get blessed or absorb the light. And this might not work, and that's fine. And then I want to notch all 3, and one of them is going to go hit Glorian's sword to give the sword a little boosty boost. And then the other two, I'm just gonna, who are the two? I assume there's leaders. We can see the leaders of the man cutters of some kind.
Not really.
No?
You have no idea which one would be the leader.
They don't have special markings to.
Oh, they do, but you don't know what they are.
We don't know
and
what they
given
are.
that they're charging towards you and will be on you in seconds, it's not like, well, if I analyze these.
Okay, well,
You count the
hey!
lines on their face long enough.
You have 3 dwarf heads in your beard.
Okay,
and you
okay,
have-
look, it was a fair question because
It's a good question,
sometimes
yes.
it's like, he's got a
Yeah.
different helmet.
Easily identifiable Roman
Right.
centurion thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to shoot the one with the horns on his head.
I'm just the other 2 arrows will just go into really big ones. Heads.
Okay. Other arrows at big ones.
All right.
All right, so the numbers
All
are
right.
up. Vote.
So the numbers are up. To recap, we have Carrow bidding a wave of forgetfulness, because as we all know, religious.
Yeah, but Liz put it in a cool way that said orc brainwash, where she described
That's
mine
great.
as run away, maybe break a catapult. I already know she's not voting for me. Just based on the description of what I picked.
So what are the candidates then, as they're put up there?
Number 1, Carrow, Orc Brainwash. Number 2, Perf, Run Away, maybe break a catapult.
Or something.
Number 3, Glorian, Whirling Dervish of Doom.
Which also sounds great.
Nara, Holy Arrows of Awesome.
Yeah, clearly Liz hates me.
Or at least your choices.
Yeah. Like
So-
Maggie?
Are we?
Oh, no.
So we
Liz
have one
loves
number,
him.
and let's see, what do we get?
Well, they're still voting.
They're voting.
Glorian, I think, is in the lead at the moment, though.
So,
Psychopathic
what is your
killers
vote?
are fun.
Put the numbers in the chat.
Yeah, let's
Put
see.
the numbers
We've got.
in the chat, your
uh,
numbers in the chat.
Are we able to, have any kind of tally thing, or do we just have to?
We're counting.
Yeah.
They're counting, and I can help here really quick. Matt was 3. Yeah.
Mhm.
3, 2. 3, 2. He voted for 1. Vote 2. 3. 2. 2. 2s are winning now.
Uh-oh. Crap.
2 is perf.
Despite its description as some other shit the guy does.
So I think for the sake of time, I mean, maybe they're still tallying.
They're still tallying.
So chat is interested in having the least effective thing happen.
The one that critically succeeds is the running away.
I'm sorry, but my decision is quite story appropriate.
It is.
It's what my character would do.
It's number 2. Number 2 wins.
So Perf wins.
Oh, she changed it to survival of the fittest.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
It should be the flittest.
The flittest, yes,
Right?
survival of the
'Cause
flittest.
Yeah.
Oh wow, she just can't do anything right today.
No!
Poor Liz. Why are
is
you
the
picking on her
best.
so much?
Just Christian's throwing the shade.
So
man.
here, so that's what happens. As Glorian goes out to engage them, and Carrow's magical energy wave goes out, and Nara stabs the priest with her arrows, and then fires his arrows. Perf charges, and then takes off sideways like one of the light cycles in Tron.
Oh, but he takes out the catapult, right?
Well, yes, he does. It's at 150% success. So you're running up there, you see the whites of their eyes as you get closer, then you take off, and one's like, huh? Which allows Glorian access to throats as they turn their heads.
Yes.
And you can hear the sounds of inside parts of bodies coming outside
Yeah, you're right,
and
right?
such. From his point of view, there's gore and droplets. There's a big flash of blue. A couple guys get hit with arrows that you can't see. And you turn up, and all of a sudden,
and thuds.
you're there at a catapult where there's an orc with 3 mohawks and 8 nose rings looking at you in surprise.
Is it at the top of a hill?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I kick out the little rock that's holding the wheel up and let it roll down.
That's actually a skull, and it gives away pretty quickly, and then it starts to go, and it's like, oh, crap! But
Yeah, bye.
that is racist. As the catapult breaks free, does a couple of flips, and lands in the mass of orcs that was backing up away, wondering what had just happened, because they forgot.
Yeah.
Crushes them into paste, and now Glorian is up there slaughtering a bunch of survivors without memory,
Yeah.
amnesiacs.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Who am I?
Oh, yeah,
Doesn't
we-
matter.
Bull is rolling,
Gaining speed.
gaining speed, and ultimately slams into the town gate. There's another, even larger explosion because that's awesome and really rebuilding to a climax.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And since we're not going to film this
Right,
anyway,
we don't-
can have
I mean,
as
there's
many
no
fucking
budget for
explosions
this.
as we want.
Absolutely. Gouts of flame and orc flesh go flaming off in every direction. Glorian, of course, assumes he's done this all himself.
Oh, yes.
And
Yeah.
the rest of
Not bad for a Tuesday.
the rest of the man cutters turn and vamoose.
Do not expect me to make a habit of that. I'm bleeding.
You are. And that will bring us to the end of the first part of the JourneyQuest 3.5 live stream RPG. We will.
So just a couple of weeks with the quest then?
Will the quest continue? Yes!
For 4 more years.
4 more years. We probably won't cover all of that, but we will probably come back for at least one more session live on Kickstarter.
Yes,
Yeah, it's probably the way to do it.
the plan, the goal, and the hope is that the very last day we will be gaming, and we are going to game up until the Kickstarter ends.
And by then we want to be well into stretch goals, yes?
Wouldn't that be great?
It would be great.
It would.
Make sure you share on social media, tell all your friends, do all the things.
So is this what we just did? Is this going to be, recorded and put for prosperity?
This will go on the
It's
disc, I
going to
believe.
be on the Kickstarter page.
Yeah.
Yes,
and plus
on the
it's,
Kickstarter
it's,
page.
it's the canon story of the way we all met.
Right.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Do you hate it?
It needs a few drafts.
I think it could have been worse.
Oh,
it
my
could've been
God,
much
it
worse.
could have been worse.
Just saying.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it went pretty well.
I have to write that stupid forest creature play, though, now.
The replay,
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
The replay will be up for 48 hours, Liz says.
All right, so thank you so much. Thank you for your pledges. Share.
Yes, thank
like,
you.
I didn't
Comment.
have to wear that chibi head today.
You
They'll
did.
get you in that eventually. And we will see you next time on... We didn't name the show, did we?
No, we didn't. Adventures in...
Here! JourneyQuest prequel!
That also needs some drafts.
Yeah.
Yeah.